Everyone but us is late. Of course, our late is like spectacular for any in-person session.
Oh yeah, like in person, we would always like be 30 minutes late, guaranteed. Sorry.
Yeah.
With putting people arriving late and people talking. And
That's like,
memeing.
and like 30 minutes here late is where I start getting like frustrated. But at that point, we've already started playing. And it's only happened like twice, I think.
A handful of times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hog did say he might be a little late, so.
Let's look at my notes. Let's go over my notes from last session while we've got some time. Got like half a page.
Yes, our very explosive.
Let's
session.
make a deal. Maybe a hypnotic phrase for Jakro. Make an anti-mind control potion with blue stuff. Nathan Leander's brother was kidnapped by Capri along with everyone else in his village. Firebrand are ruined peasants that hit with fire and explode with fire. They are charged with 400 Agonizer's Scorchers, and they are living spells.
They also blew up.
Yes.
There was a lot of explosions last time.
Yeah, they explode with fire.
Fireballs, those living spells exploding. The whole building exploding twice.
Once again, I'm gonna have to keep. I think I'm gonna have to keep absorb elements prepared at all times from now on, which sucks, because I don't have a whole lot of spells that I get to prepare.
You'll prepare it all the time and it'll never come up again.
Yeah. Like, because I keep Detect Magic and Identify prepared, and those are strictly utility spells right there. I had Featherfall prepared. I think that was the first time I prepared it. I think at level 8 I get to prepare 2 more spells. So it's an even level, and my int is going to go up. So that'll be nice. But then at level 9 I get 3rd level spells, and so those are also things I have to prepare.
Hello, terribly sorry for being exactly on time while all of you guys were early, but there were unforeseen issues with my microphone, which have been rectified, thankfully.
Good.
I hope, anyways. Can you hear me? Otherwise,
No.
the past
No, we can't hear you. I'll turn you up a little bit. So that's
RGM was audible.
Sometimes just the brain deadest of brain dead jokes are the best.
Not one of these occasions, but yet. Got him.
Nice.
correct.
Putting socks on.
Okay, is this better?
Ooh.
How
Yeah,
about-
now I gotta turn you back
Loud
down.
and clear.
Haha.
Aha.
The unfortunate part of audio issues is it messes up your setup, meaning that your levels are different.
Just blame Microsoft.
No, in this case, it's completely my fault, so I will blame only myself. This is a rare occasion where it's a PepCAC error and not a Microsoft error.
What's my volume at?
It's over 9,000!
That's intimidating. It seems everybody might be here.
We may or may not all be here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Decibels are logarithmic, right? I don't think
They are, yeah.
over 9,000 is really a
Yep.
big deal.
That would be very bad.
It doubles.
Pretty sure you just
every
blow out all the
10.
speakers.
Yeah, I think they're actually
Yeah.
exponential, not like
I think 9,000 decibels would probably destroy the Earth.
It's exciting.
It's
Nice. I hate the Earth.
Yeah, me too.
it's nearly it's like 2 to the 900th power of a 100 decibel amount of energy.
All right, so is everyone here? Is everyone ready?
I'm here. I think I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy's just eating.
Starting the recap then in 5, 4, 3, 2. In recent months, we have been very worried about the oversight of Capcree, as I'm sure you have as well. And we began to see ties between Capcree and the Conclave, and, well, look at the sky. They're sending proclamations that everyone must work with them. Doesn't that sound a little bit authoritative to you?
Well, yeah, they do plan to stamp out all the non-conclave religions, and Capri wants to make all the money in the world or something.
Nalfred, would you like to join us in this assault against him, or Garus, as he likes to be called?
He just immediately shakes his head no and then thinks about it for a moment. Because I have to do...
I'm just gonna call out because what I was gonna say is basically the same litmus test. I'll move up just a little bit, tell this guy that he should probably leave, or I'll say where I am and tell him he should probably leave, and then I'll call out to the people on the ruse is that this is not a fight you want to pick.
I'm gonna start walking toward the mech.
Stop, no closer.
I keep walking.
I'll go with Minari.
Don't make me do something that I don't want to do. A pulse of electricity comes out for a brief second like ball lightning from inside, like the entire room just goes completely white, and the walls begin to shake and crackle with energy. Who here's still up?
I believe I am.
Wielder is.
I'm using
You are?
absorb elements against lightning damage.
Cal, are you up?
I am definitely up. I'm still doing math. I think I'm not bloodied.
The building collapses completely. A second explosion rocks the building, sending all of you guys flying through the air. And here we are, everyone.
Cal
he
is
is.
dead.
Curious, you leave out the part where Cal dies.
I wonder what happens there. Welcome to the crater.
Oh.
Dungeon draft looking pretty good.
What
You
are
can see-
those?
From beneath, there is a tunnel that was used, and there are 3 sort of Harmony Patrol, Art Patrol people on the ground,
Dead?
alive.
How?
Ooh. They're
It's
beneath
unclear.
the explosion.
All right.
But
Well-
this tunnel has been exposed. It's sort of underneath everything
not-
else. You can see.
And it's not blocked up?
It's not blocked up. It's partially exposed. It's not exactly like this. I wasn't able to get perfect Z levels. So there should be some debris over it as well, like sort of like this, freestanding here. But you can see that the 4 of you, 5 if you count Defender, are out of the main blast zone of this. I should also note, by the way, that this is several hundred feet down. It is a very steep drop.
I have that much rope.
First things first, who's unconscious? I know Venari is.
Very unconscious.
I go over and give you a healing potion. It's a base one. Which is
2d4 plus
2d4 plus 2. Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, plus 2. You want to roll it or me? Well, you should, I guess.
Yeah, I'll roll it. 8.
I am no longer completely dead.
Hey! Is anyone else unconscious? I don't think so.
Ow. Which is,
How much
no
do I get
longer
healed for?
existing, apparently.
Yeah, Cal is
yeah.
nowhere to be seen.
Oh, okay. Happy, give me 10.
What happened?
Looking down, how deep the place exploded. The whole thing.
Mhm.
Instead of
That's-
getting out, Cal ran towards the mech. Can I look over the edge and see if I can see her?
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Nat 1.
You can barely see. There's still smoke rising up from this. What you, however, are able to see is a crossbow bolt from beneath that comes whizzing towards you guys.
Hooray!
Okay. I mean, it's pretty far, so they might have disadvantage.
They do
Let's
have
call
disadvantage.
Scotland,
In fact, they could not have hit unless they rolled a crit here. I don't necessarily feel like starting a fight immediately. However, the people from down below are clearly ready to engage.
How far can I long jump? Not 80 feet.
I should also mention, by the way, that the Z levels aren't to scale. This is about 240 feet down.
240 down. Okay.
I could get us down
Yeah, and 80 feet across. So if I can get 80 feet, I could do a plunging attack for a lot of damage.
there. I wouldn't risk that. I can get us down
If you
there.
miss, you are.
I've got something prepared.
There
wanna
goes
jump
my
down.
hero.
Well, looking around, what are the surrounding areas look like?
You are in the middle of sort of the clearing that this house was built upon, and there's starting to be a crowd of people that are coming to see what's going on. There's been
So
a
this was-
massive explosion.
So this was pretty much totally contained within the floor space of the shop.
Pretty much, yes. The shop, it was not surrounded by a lot of buildings. It had its own open area, like with a patio and everything to it. And as a result, the destruction was mostly focused on this one area.
So how much rope do you have? Because Hal's down there. We're gonna go get them, right?
What's this thing?
This is a street lamp.
Okay,
I got 50 feet. I know how you carry rope.
we can jump down. I've got it prepared, but how are we gonna get up?
You can see Harmony Patrol people
Right.
are coming into the area here now to investigate.
Can we tell if they're Harmony Patrol or Art Patrol?
It's unclear. You can see, like, before, remember, they look like normal people until they were defeated, at which point the effect faded.
Have
Well,
the
we
Art
still
Patrol
wanna-
ever spoken? Have they ever said anything?
Only the ones that you fought yesterday.
Well,
Uh,
the town goes somewhere. It goes where Fim is, and we still want to kill Fim. So let's
Halt!
go down there before this Harmony Patrol come here. Okay, let's jump.
They're
Alright.
already there.
All right, trusting you, Willard. We're gonna run and try and jump out down.
All right, everyone, jump!
All right.
And as we jump, we might want to jump a little from over here. I would say maybe like over here. And as we jump, I'll cast Featherfall.
Is this a straight way down, or is it like sliding?
It is kind of sloping. It's mostly straight.
If we jump, we'll get enough of a forward momentum, hopefully.
Yeah, I cast it late enough that they can't
are
like
you-
shoot us during the rounds that we're just floating.
Are you sure?
No.
Yes.
No, but we
Are
are
you
taking
sure if
action
I
regardless.
cast Featherfall?
Bonari, I will give you one insight check here.
Okay.
They've probably trapped it or something.
Good.
Oh,
I see our
it's-
rolls are really great today.
It's probably fine. You can jump down there. I mean, there's only 3 people in this tunnel.
Yes.
Well, we haven't
There might
know
be
that
more.
this whole fucking
We're only seeing a single cross section of the tunnel.
a tiny little cross section. But last time we hesitated.
I
it blew
say
up in
to
our
the
face.
Army Patrol that we're with the stone wall. What ranks are we? Knights?
Lancers. I think everyone's a lancer? Question mark.
Except for
We
I'm
skip
higher
Lancer.
than everyone else.
We're
A
knights, right?
bishop. No, I think it's knights even. Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
is knights.
We skipped
You've been-
Lancer.
You skipped Lancer all the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, it
Okay, I
is.
thought so. We're
Wait,
knights
where
with the
did you
stone
jump?
wall. We're here on official. You jumped?
I said I was trusting you. Jumped.
All
Yeah,
right.
I jumped as
I
well.
mean, we said
Alright.
we jumped. We can't renege that, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Let's go down.
Okay.
And I'll cast Featherfall.
You cast Featherfall, so
Let me
you
look
slow
at the
60
rules of-
feet per round.
Look at this.
If they captured
Control the
Cal,
spell.
I'm not hanging around.
Oh yeah, I gotta have my bow out while I'm jumping because they're
Yeah.
gonna have.
Okay.
Yeah. My bow is
Okay,
longer.
well-
As we are falling, I will use the. Well, I guess if we're doing an initiative order, I can wait.
Okay, so you have committed to jumping then, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Every round, 10 soldiers will come out from either end.
Nice.
All right.
That is a lot of dudes.
I'll load up my shatter spell capsule.
Oh, actually, this
I
is...
get my bow. I can kill one per round.
Is this bridge? What is it? Is
Channel
it
Divinity is made for this.
suspended or does it go all the way down?
What do you mean?
Like
Bridge's
the
tunnel.
the bridge in, is there more beneath it? Like does
This
the
is a
hole go-
tunnel.
Yeah, but
Okay, so
like,
here's
does
sort
it
of
only go as deep as the tunnel, the hole?
here's the level sort of.
It looks
to
like it
help
barely
kind of
breaks
picture.
into the tunnel, so yeah.
Tunnels like this. Huge drop, then there's like an exposed part of the tunnel and the tunnel continues.
Oh, so can we aim for like here? And we'd
Yeah.
be above the tunnel?
You can certainly try.
Alright, let's go for that.
Okay.
We'll jump, I guess.
Everyone,
over
roll initiative. I'm just going to do this in stages here.
Ah, yes, my good rolls continue.
God damn it.
Not like it matters, 'cause I'm not going to be in range to actually do anything. So. And depending on when you do feather, I guess you'll have to do feather fall immediately because we'll plummet way
Yeah,
too fast.
I think that's the rule.
But then we'll go down at 60 feet around, so
Yeah.
we're going to be hovering, hanging out for a little bit.
Yes, it is less than a minute, basically. You're correct. Okay, so this group is going to be initiative 23.
Ah, good.
And let's see.
Okay, we're in a time loop, right?
No.
We certainly wish we were at this point.
Well, I do have some music that I played recently, which I think would kind of work for this.
Did anyone pick up a fireball spell capsule?
They used them all, I'm pretty sure.
So we just got the loading mechanisms.
No, we got the loading mechanisms and some mystery balls.
Oh yeah, there's some we didn't identify.
Oh yeah, I'm carrying one of those spears, aren't I? I said I wanted one. I never put it on
Yeah.
my sheet. I don't know who has the
Yeah,
spears.
I know we took them because you planned, because I could take the thing off later and put it on your gun. So you definitely have one.
Called falling.
I don't know who has the capsules.
Whoever had the
But I
I
light
don't know
falling,
what the capsules
I assume.
do, so.
We might not even broke down who had what.
I know I do
I
not
still
have
have-
it.
Yeah, I would have added to my inventory sheet right away, so I don't have it.
I think you gave the small pouch to Cal. I assume they're in that. So
Okay. So, in the beginning, you fall. You are now sub 180 feet.
There's
you
a
can-
specific set of things that are in the pouch. It's listed in a.
okay. Then I
They
would
are
assume
going
Wielder
to
has
shoot first at Vonari.
them. Alright.
No, they. Let's see. Let's pick a target actually randomly. Okay, they're shooting at Defender.
Hooray!
Alright.
First attack. Miss. Second attack.
Miss.
Okay. Guy number 2, first attack. Guy
Miss.
number 2, second attack.
Miss.
Guy number 3, first
Miss.
attack. And miss.
Miss.
Thank fuck
On
for the
initiative
disadvantage.
20, 20 additional archers will enter into combat.
Ah,
That's a
before
lot
you
of
even get
dudes.
down there. Good. Oh, I know what to do. What is
They
it?
must have been planning an ambush.
It'll be 1 or 2 rounds before we get into range.
That's their base.
If only
They're
I
trying to-
brought that.
Yeah, that's
Trying
fine.
to
I
jump
just
to
need to
their
get in
face.
the
Free
range.
bomb with me. If I had brought the bomb with me, I definitely would have thrown it down there.
I did too many.
Is there anyone that doesn't have like super long ranged attacks? 150 feet ranged attacks?
Well, I guess I do, but it's just like a short bow attack. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I also have a short bow, but we can sneak attack people maybe.
I was just thinking, like, if someone wasn't going to be attacking for a couple rounds, I could cast Sanctuary on them. That way, if they ever tried to shoot you, they'd have to make a will save as well.
That's still not an entirely bad idea to do that, even if some of us have it range attacks, because
Okay.
Well, if you attack, you break the thing, that's all.
Happy, you can move 30 feet in any direction, and you will fall 60 feet, being 120 feet down.
Okay, and the falling is in feather fall, right? Like it won't take damage, or
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So you're 180 feet down, and yes, you'll be 120 feet down. So you'll be within 150 feet range if you have a longbow or something.
okay, one second. What's the range of an oil flask? It doesn't seem to say.
20 feet.
But that also considers flat terrain. I mean, it's going to fall.
Yeah, I think you just have like whatever you're throwing down, right?
Right.
Can anyone light it?
No, we don't need to light it. I mean, one of us can cast fireball. No.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still capable. Okay, let me see here. Is it just a 5 feet thing?
It's 5 feet. Yep.
Okay. Okay, sure. All right. I will. Okay, you make a ranged attack at a target creature or object, treating the oil as an improvised weapon. I hit the target's cover in oil. Target take an additional 500, and you can also pour a flask of oil around a cover a 5-foot square, provided the surface is level. All right, 5-foot square it is. Well, this is obviously further away, so I don't know what 5 feet would be, but I guess I would put it here in like this area.
That will hit no one.
They'll hit no one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If I put it here, they'll hit 2 people, I guess,
Yep,
right?
that'll hit 2 people.
All right, there it is then. I don't think there is really much way to do a lot more than that, I think.
Due to the way that I've created this map, it's very hard to do distances properly on 2 different sea levels. But
Fair,
you can
yeah.
clearly see that it's a lot more zoomed out here. Okay, so move 30 feet in any direction, like forward.
Let's see. Kind of 30 feet. I kind of just want to move 30 feet back. That way I'll be at the end of the pack because I'm really weak at the moment. I don't want to take
If you move 30 feet back, you're going to like hit the wall. It's kind of sloping in.
Right, but that would slow down my descent. Like I'd be 30 feet later, if that makes sense, right? To reaching the bottom, or no?
What you could do is if you want to climb onto the walls, you could. You've got a climb speed.
If you stop falling, you lose feather fall.
Do
so you
we
won't be able
fall
to resume
at the start of
falling.
a turn or at the end of it?
No, it'll still be on you. Featherfall will still be on you.
Oh,
All right. I guess I'll just hold on to the wall then. I don't
Oh,
know,
actually,
30.
You're sliding off like
if
Mega
the
Man.
creature lands before the spell ends, it ends for the creature. But is grabbing onto the wall landing?
I think touching it is fine. In Happy's case, Happy can probably fall faster, like just by climbing.
Faster than 60 feet for free? I don't know about that.
Bonus action dash, right? Then I just move 60 feet. It's not fast.
Yeah.
Bonus action and then action dash, 90 feet.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, if you really want to get down super fast.
But that would be my turn.
And before we start clearing some of these guys out, That's potentially like 20 arrows into your face, not at disadvantage.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to slow my descent. I don't want to go there too quickly. If we can somehow slow ourselves down, that's probably preferable.
Okay, so you're going to like hide onto the wall here, like
Yeah.
kind of like here-ish.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, okay. So you're asking me to move if I move 30 feet in a direction, and then I'm also going to move an additional 60 feet. Correct? Is that how it's going to work?
What I'm asking you here is where you want to be, as it does slope in a little bit.
Right.
Just where are you in this map?
I have to be in a new area, right? Just by the nature of us falling. New spot, sorry, than where I started.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, you could like push against the wall and climb up to be where you were standing before if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, Featherfall breaks. You are standing.
Oh,
onto
okay.
the wall.
I didn't understand that would break Featherfall.
Why would it not? You're not falling in the air.
It's
Alright. Okay. How long is the slope again? 200 something feet? What was it?
240 feet down to get to this level, and then an additional 10 feet to get to the bottom.
Can we
of the
try to land on like one of these?
Oh yeah,
things on the
that's
side?
trivial.
In
That's
which case you
trivial.
wouldn't break line of sight and they wouldn't be able to shoot you either.
Bows can still hit people.
So getting down quickly is not a bad idea.
Bows can still hit people. The arrows have arcs. You just have disadvantage because you're not shooting.
Well, I feel like standing on the ledge where there's no line of sight, you literally can't shoot us.
Yeah,
Also,
they
can't
can.
bank shots.
They get, it's like shooting someone who's invisible to like
No,
disadvantage.
it's full cover. It's not invisible. There's a physical.
No, because they can arc it.
Yeah, they're not shooting like this. They're shooting like this.
They just don't know where you are exactly. That's where the
Oh
disadvantage
yeah,
would be. I
bows
guess.
can fucking
But they're
arrows can arc. They're not guns. You're right.
Yeah. Okay. I'll. How long? What would it take to get down there? So like 30 feet and the 60 feet drop, or like the area that Blix mentioned.
We're 180 right now.
Yeah, you're at 180.
All right. I'll just continue dropping forward a little bit then.
Okay. So you're 120 feet down.
It's my turn.
Cool. Leonine.
Are we stopping or are we continuing to drop into this tunnel? I'm pro
You're-
tunnel.
You're
Well,
dropping.
we're not even going for the tunnel. We're going for a side. 'Cause that would fully break line of sight. But of course, maybe they could climb up.
That'd probably be
Um,
preferable though. So you can climb up one, like I said, get a one.
I don't know what the range on Firebolt is, so I can't throw oil yet. If I do absolutely nothing, where will I land right now?
If you do absolutely nothing, you will gently fall over here.
Okay.
But you can
And
steer.
How many turns do I have to steer to get onto this?
To get onto. If you want to climb onto that and then stop, you can. Completely.
How many turns do I have to make that decision? Is that only this turn option?
That's this turn.
Okay.
Because this is
I
like
think
100 feet down, right?
Yeah. I think everyone else is stopping here, right? Happy?
Yeah,
stopped.
I am at least. Yeah.
Let's.
Hell no.
Then, if we stop there, we're stuck.
Well, Happy can get out.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah,
might be stopped actually. Yeah. I don't know.
Those guys can't. They can't climb.
I'm an expert climber. Okay, I'm not sure what to do. Do we know that there's 10 dudes per round coming out, or do we think that this might be like all of them?
As soon as they start coming out, like you're looking down, you have a little bit of a better angle. You can see the tunnel continues and people are like moving out. This is a military operation. They've got an army down here.
Okay, I wish I had bombs then.
We should still be.
Yeah,
out of
exactly.
range next
There is footsteps that you can hear basically on the stone.
Okay, then I will land there and I can't steady aim because I just moved. But I can just like fire an arrow at them.
Okay.
I need to keep close 1+.
I'm gonna give you guys clouds if you're feather falling. I think that's a good way of keeping track.
17.
17. Which one are you hitting?
I guess this guy. That guy is not.
Middle one?
dead.
Yeah. Okay. Roll damage.
I have an idea.
1d6
If we
plus 4.
all land, I have an idea. We all land on this
6.
ledge.
Okay. This guy is not fully like 1 HP minion, but is to an extent a minion, and is bloodied.
Oh god, they have more than 6
Yep.
health.
If we all land on this ledge, I have an idea.
Why would we land on this ledge?
Because it'll stop us and we can go somewhere else. I can get us to Shade Pool.
You can get it?
Yep.
What?
You have not proven
can
you
get
can
us
do
to
that.
I can.
Okay.
I have an
Does it
item.
involve killing us all and hoping that we respawn
Nope.
in Shade Pool?
Nope, I have an item that can get us there.
In
All right.
theory, you haven't actually done it.
Vonari, you no time. You
Oh.
cannot discuss this. You gotta
I
hurry.
need to eat a healing potion on the rest of my turn.
Okay. Bonus action healing potion. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
8. Hooray!
Vonari.
So do I have to do my action before or after I fall to 60 feet?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I don't care.
So I will go down to 120.
Okay.
Which would put me in range of killing a whole bunch of fucking dudes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you're
fireball, if I did that. And you
Okay,
said
where
this
are you
ledge
fireball?
is at 100 feet?
Don't fireball them.
sorry.
120, I believe.
So, like, no one's actually on this ledge yet because it's at 100 feet?
The ledge is 120 to 100 feet. It slopes down a little bit. You see? It's kind of like this. So 100 at the base, 120 at the top. So Leonine is closer, actually. Would be a little bit closer here.
So I can just be like, you're not break it immediately. So I can have the chance to go on the slope or continue falling next turn.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw a fireball. Those dudes over there?
If we stop and we continue to continue to fall, I can cast Featherfall again.
I mean, I'm effectively just saving a Featherfall. Landing there and being on the slope doesn't really matter.
Okay, so they have to make dex saves, yes?
That would be correct.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage. Okay, it does not matter. They cannot survive. So you are aiming at like the back group?
Yeah.
Okay, so the back 8 will perish here in that case.
Hooray!
The 20-foot radius and I couldn't get all of them?
No, it's not to scale
Okay.
here. The scale is for like when you're up top. I can't make the scale work for down at the bottom.
That's fine. I think I'm still out of reach of their... I think their crossbows are probably only 100 feet range.
These
But-
guys don't have crossbows.
They don't? I thought, what were they shooting with us?
Longbows.
Oh. Why did they have disadvantage? Oh, because
Because
they're
they're
just out of
arcing.
range. Oh, well, I've miscalculated. Okay. I could have sworn you said
Oh.
crossbow.
Alright,
It's
is
okay.
everyone near enough to us?
This guy. Get out of here.
I'm only 30 feet away, so...
You're 30 feet away from us.
At most, depending on how the scale works. I don't know how far this slope is.
I'm not being like super precise because it's impossible to gauge like
Alright.
the 3D distance here.
Well, we could have done like a slice sideways or something. Or whatever
Maybe.
it was. Like the ledge is like here or whatever. You guys landed here, and I'm like hovering over this.
Okay.
All
So in
right,
that case, you'd be like kind of here actually
Yeah.
in this area.
I can get us a Shade Pool. Quick yes or no, better than going down into a horde of art patrol.
Right, Cal is here. We need to
Yeah.
rescue Cal.
All right, you can keep falling to your death if you want to.
If you manage to open a portal, we can go through it. But if otherwise,
I take out one of the RoboCop power cores and I say, "Welcome to Shade Pool."
Holy shit!
no way that works, right?
That
Cal,
works.
You're just abandoning Cal.
No, I'm saving our lives right now so that we can save Cal. We can't save Cal if we die.
A portal appears from as you're falling in the air, almost like a black hole that begins to suck you in. Do you allow this? Yes or no?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Defender
Can I tell
goes.
if everyone else is doing it?
Yeah, you see everyone else is like willingly being pulled inside of it.
Well, I think Cal might be in
Oh.
Shade Pool. That's one of my big
Yeah,
reasons. For
I
doing
mean,
that.
there's a very good chance that we just run into Cal on the other end.
If my
Can I-
understanding of the aspects.
I want to look for Cal. Can I like look around like one last time and see if Cal's here? I don't want to just like abandon them.
Make
We're not
a
abandoning them.
make a perception check. I'll say this is a DC 18.
4.
You
I
have
don't
no
any
idea.
inspiration left. I don't have any inspiration left.
I'd rather go to Shade Pool and die there. At least maybe they're there instead of like this is like a guaranteed death. I feel like.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go because I don't want to go, but I don't want to split up the party.
Well, going by yourself is definitely death.
Yep.
Well, I can make myself small using stealth and search here.
Oh, that's dope. You can make yourself small.
We are being sucked in, and there's no time to debate, so you have to make a decision yourself.
Yeah, I just said I don't want to, but I'll go into the portal. Can I be like sucked in or something?
Yep.
Okay. Because I definitely want to stay here and save Cal, but out of game I don't want to like split up the characters because it'd be really lame.
Okay.
I think the
Just out
party's
of
great.
curiosity's sake, I'm just gonna see what would have happened if Isaac stayed.
Well, I'm on this ledge, right? So I can like fade back.
And then they just keep shooting at you.
Like the idea is they don't necessarily know exactly where you are, but they're arcing the arrow, so like that's why it's
And they
disadvantage.
have
Well,
a
yeah, and
bunch
then we
of
all
shots.
visibly like disappear, and then like there's no movement. They're like, oh, they disappeared.
Well, I don't know. If they're
11
just
11 successes.
Greater than 9?
There's 25 of them. That
Yeah,
can
they
shoot?
have a +6. They also have 2 crits.
Interesting.
There are actually 25 down there still.
Should be, yeah. 10,
I only
10.
see 15 because I killed a bunch.
So there are 10 here, 3 here, 2 here. 25. You killed 8. There were
What?
previous. Wait,
1,
I
2,
can't do
10
math.
plus
You
5 is
cannot.
15.
Can't do math.
it's 15 on the ground and like 3 on the side if they count.
I can't do math.
And remember, this would just be one round of attacks.
Yeah, like
Okay, sorry.
not
It would
enough room on
instead
the,
be. It would instead be 10 hits. 2 crits.
Was there not enough room on this thing to like hide?
Nope.
like even
Wow.
if you hit, I don't think it'd make much of a difference. Like my understanding of it is they saw you jump down to a ledge, they can't see you anymore, and they're just
You would have taken 92 damage had you stayed. Been
Interesting.
the only one there. As they would have no way to split the damage. You would have had no assistance from your allies. That would have been the end of Isaac. But, everyone, you are sucked into a portal instead of facing certain oblivion. I was very concerned that we were going to end Faith early here.
I was going through all my items really thoroughly multiple times, and that was the best option.
I didn't think that you'd have 20 coming out immediately. Like I thought there'd be a couple of rounds to fall down there. Like if I could close the distance, I could AoE them down as they came in, basically.
Yeah,
So-
there's just only 20 extra enemies.
But it's
after
the falling at
something.
60
We were
feet that
closer. I was
murder.
my plans were to shatter one of the tunnels and bring down rocks. And
We just
block
couldn't
that
close
up,
the
and then
like distance.
Just so you
Yeah.
guys know, the reason why there were so many here is because that was the escape tunnel Fim was using.
We know it's escaping. That's why we're trying to follow it.
Yeah.
The escape tunnel that he brought his army through.
All right. Well, now we're
Dun
gonna
dun
go
dun.
the upside down.
So you basically tried to like jump into the middle of his army as they were trying to get out of the place.
I'm just shocked that they survived and that the tunnel survived.
Well, we have to go back for Cal.
We
Of
don't know where
course.
Cal is.
That's not
Cal
out of the
just
question.
disappeared.
Yeah.
And there's probably better ways to do this than jumping immediately into the enemy army.
We only have 1 minute for Revivify.
All right,
There's no
everyone.
option other than jumping
Well,
immediately.
she has
well,
aspect,
if
so
that's-
it's a safe
if that was
assumption
your
that she went to
plan.
Shade Pool.
Yeah.
Everyone, you are pulled into a different part of Shade Pool than you've ever been before. And this is pitch black. It's like you're in an abyss.
Immediately, I will use the Heart of Azure to give us all a short rest.
I wish you had waited for that,
Why?
so I could use my channel divinities and then get them back.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I mean, like, I'm gonna say
I mean,
I'm gonna use this, and because I'd also have to explain that it no longer takes off 2 weeks of your life.
This has been explained.
you'd be pulling it out of your backpack or something. And like,
Yeah.
there'd probably be time for Venari to say something. I'd imagine, even if it's only a few seconds.
Want to roll initiative to see who comes first?
That's fun. I like that.
All right.
We need some lighthearted levity.
All right. Come on, roll less than a 9.
Yeah.
That's what I got before.
I mean,
That one
I need
time-
multiple turns to do this, but yeah.
But no, it's like that's the point is that you're stopping me.
You're notifying him, yeah, like, hey, I want to do this.
The one time rolling poorly for initiative is good.
Please wait. There's some preparation we can do before doing that.
All right.
Happy, how
then I'll
hurt
do
are
it.
you?
Happy's bloodied out of character. Well, you can see. I am okay. I think. A
I'm giving
little.
you a level 2 healing word.
Hey.
You get 10 HP back.
Hey.
And then I'm gonna use both uses of the Channel Divinity to harness divine power to fuel my spells to get 2 level 2 slots back.
Ooh, very fancy.
So I basically get all my second level spells back.
Nice.
So it's basically free healing. Especially if we're gonna do a short rest now, which will top us off, and I'll get those Channel Divinities back.
All right. I'll power up the Heart of Azure and give us all a short rest.
Alright, short rest button. I got 2 hit die, so let's make use of them.
As you activate this magic item, there's a pulse of blue energy that comes out of it, and suddenly you can feel time speed up and slow down at the same time. It's a very disconcerting and strange feeling, but at the same time, you feel your body just rest up rapidly.
Doesn't even full heal me.
5,
Better than nothing.
11, 16.
Oh!
And then I've got one more. Come on. That's not bad. I'm not full health, but I'm close enough.
Oh, I rolled a 1 on that one. Good.
Also, my defender has some hit dice he can use. What's his hit die? It's a D8 plus 2. And he's got 6 of them.
Wait, so where are we again? It's just black?
It's completely black.
I will light up my Warhammer, my fancy new infusion upon it,
I've got my lantern as well.
Pull out my amulet that has light.
The Warhammer.
Does
bright light for 30 feet, dim light for an additional 30 feet.
Hey, all around you can see that you're standing on like what appears to be completely black grass, and everywhere around you can see the faces of people are just floating in and out.
We know any of them?
Is there any noticeable border from where the range of the Heart of Azure extended? Has it done anything to this location?
Not especially, no.
Okay.
Do we recognize any of the faces?
Go ahead and give me a history check.
Okay. I think I'm +1.
You can do history charisma in this case.
Alright, hold on. I'm just gonna roll a hit die.
Because it's your personal history.
Roll 1d20 +3.
I assume we're
5.
no longer falling. We're on grass.
You're no longer falling, correct.
Featherfall expires.
One more. Might as well. I'll use this last one. Alright, Defender is back up to full. Using 5 hit die.
So you don't recognize any of the faces, but they are familiar.
Ooh. If I take out the toy train, what does it look like right now?
When you pull out the toy train, it begins to rot in your hands.
No! I put it away before it rots away because I like my toy train. I don't want to lose it.
Alright, I'm gonna use Channel Divinity. Let's purify this area as best I can.
Okay, that's very loud. I gotta turn that
Do you
down.
want to do that
God.
here? Do you want to do that right here?
Right here.
We should maybe move around a bit more.
Nope. I don't want to be standing in this. So this is the Radiance of the Dawn. I don't know if the damage matters. Do you want me to roll the damage?
I want to observe the effect of this as much as I possibly can.
Okay.
I'll get down hands and knees and look at the grass and watch it change.
In case it matters.
The grass does not change here, but there is an immediate sort of levity that's applied to the situation, and you can see all around you the faces begin to melt and burn away. You sense that they've been purified of whatever this is.
Hey, we just killed a bunch of army patrolmen.
Your
Vonari?
definition of kill is not what I would call kill.
Please roll a history charisma check for your personal history, I guess.
Oh, good.
You don't recognize these people.
Owned.
That's for the best, probably.
Purified the faces. So, but nothing happened in the grass. It didn't leave behind a gray area like last time.
It helped, but this place is just so dark that what Vonari did, basically, it's like dropping hot oil into an entire thing of ice. It had barely any effect.
Okay.
It's just too cold. In this case, it's just too dark that even the light is not able to make a noticeable effect. At this point, anyways.
Is it... And the area that's lit up is just flat grass?
Yes, like an empty field.
Cal, are you here?
Ooh.
Well, do we see anything in the distance? Is there anything poking out? I know it's all black, but there are shapes.
Go ahead and make a survival check for me.
Oh shit! I have raw meat in my hands. Can someone roll for me? I have a +0, I believe. Yeah, a +0. If someone can roll for me.
Calling not it because I'm rolling like shit.
Thank you, Cal. I rolled an 18.
You are not exactly sure what you're doing, but you pause and you think and you watch the faces around you, and you have an idea that they're going away from something. So you figure it's probably best to go away from that something too, if you want to get out of here.
We don't want to get out of here. We want to find Cal. So
If you want to find Cal, they want to get away from that place.
I'll say this to the party. The faces are they're going away from something. I think maybe that something is Cal, but hey, if we want to get out of here, we should follow the faces. But we want to find Cal, not get out of here.
We have no reason to know that they're running from Cal specifically.
It's a big.
Cal is scary when they want to be.
I mean, many things are very scary when they want to be.
Yeah, this place is scary. I mean, I think in comparison to this place, Cal is not scary.
Well, I mean, Cal's the master of the place now, aren't they?
That's also a big assumption. We have no idea. There's no reference or knowledge we have to base that off of.
Other than them being an aspect.
Yeah, other than that. But we don't know how that works. I haven't had time to study that.
Speaking of, how did you know that that would just work the exact same way? I assumed you'd have to like change that into like a device of some kind. Or like combine multiple of them. I didn't.
From my research, I found that this was identical. The nature of it was identical to the door we saw, and also there is a natural portal to Shade Pool within Anise Park. And based on the notes Ira left me, I concluded that this was a viable portal into Shade Pool.
Be clear, this is the core you took from one of the Air Patrol?
Yes.
Does that mean every single one of them can get into Shade Pool if they know the password?
Pog, did the core get destroyed when I did that?
The core is not there.
It is just vanished from my hands.
It was consumed by this to create the portal.
No, I don't think they could, because they would die in the process.
Well, but they've got so many of them.
One could, and then they could come into it. But yeah, this, I want to clarify, this in particular is from a model that attacked, what is it, Alancia? What got attacked?
Here's my concern. You said the password out loud. They were only like 150 feet away. What are the chances one of them heard?
My voice would not carry that far.
Guys, what if Fim learns how to get into Shade Pool?
I mean, there are some spells I know that can only be heard up to 100 feet, and those are claps of thunder. My voice saying something at normal speaking volume is not going to carry that far.
Denari, they're powered by Shade Pool. I don't think they can even come here. They'd probably just fall apart instantly.
Oh, the one activating the portal would fall apart, but it could be they wouldn't even work in here. That analogy doesn't work because that technology does not exist here, so never mind.
The bits of their soul imprisoned within their bodies would begin to take other shapes.
Or it would be like trying to use a steam engine inside of a volcano. You have to have that differential.
I mean, they probably already know how to get in. They might not have known that specific way to get in.
Will is now an expert on steam engines.
Well, the core concept of it is pretty simple. It's the construction of it that is difficult.
Alright, Kiara, can you see where the faces are going? I'll let her out of my pocket.
Can I try and see where the faces are going? Like if there's a trend in the direction?
Yeah, that would be investigation at this point.
And didn't Isaac just say that, they were going in a particular direction?
Hey! Yep. Vonari, you as well, now that you're aware what you're looking into. Isaac's sort of purely instinctual tracking. You follow his sort of lead and you're able to confirm what he's saying.
Hey.
Is it like a bad direction or like a very solid direction?
Yeah, it's a fairly solid direction. It's going in this direction here. So you want to move in this direction to follow the faces, which means that there's sort of like this dangerous path of following with the faces, going to what they're running from.
So we
I
can
think
go.
we should follow the faces.
I think we should go opposite them.
Following the face takes us to an exit, no?
Yeah.
Well, they're running from something.
I think we
trying
should
to-
go towards whatever they're running from.
Is there any? What kind of expression is on the faces? Do they look? This is going to be a stretch. Do they look hurried? Like this is something they are freshly running from, or have they been running from this for a little?
Go ahead and give me an insight check, Wielder.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask the same question to Venari so that she can make the same insight. No, that's collaboration. That's exactly it. I'm gonna be saying this is what I'm looking for, but I'm not the best at faces.
Okay.
I guess that makes sense since you're.
He is a robot.
Yeah, fine.
Not a robot. I would
Venari.
I would prefer you to stop using that slur around
Well,
me.
it's okay because
It's your fourth. It's like your third
Right,
four
yeah,
in a
sorry.
row.
They look pretty
Droid.
scared.
Well,
I'm
not even sure.
thinking I'm
I would
agreeing with Isaac
really
on this one.
appreciate it if you would stop using those racial slurs against me, Isaac. I'm not a construct. I'm not a robot. I'm not a droid. I'm a living being. I have free will. I have a soul.
I don't think any of that was in character, given that we're talking about.
No, of course it's in character. You just called me 2 different slurs in the span of 5 seconds.
Because we're talking about perception checks. I don't think I'm talking about perception checks in character.
All right, then out of character, I would appreciate you stop calling my character by slurs. This is something Wielder really cares about. And I've asked you multiple times before. So please, no more.
Don't worry, I made a joke about the name of the city once, and the whole campaign got canceled. So
Well, to be fair, you said no one would call it by the real name. That's
Did
what
I?
pissed me off.
I don't
Yeah.
remember even saying that part.
I think we're trying to save Cal. We didn't enter Shade Pool to be safe per se, is to give us a better chance of saving Cal, and that
I opened it so we wouldn't fall to the ground, but
Yes.
there is a chance that. But yes, there is.
because
a chance
because
here.
falling to the ground meant we died, which meant we had less of a chance to save Cal.
Yeah.
So I think we should go in the opposite direction of the mask, even if it's dangerous.
I agree because if these things, which are corrupted and probably evil, are running from something, that something might actually be tangentially allied with us.
So you're heading in that direction?
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah, we're heading opposite the faces.
Last time we went to Shade Pool, it was the areas we went to were modeled after Irene's thoughts, right? My understanding is nobles wear a lot of masks.
Also, that was a more structured area of Shade Pool. There were structures there. It had been worked. It had been used. This might just be wild Shade Pool right here.
Might
went
also
to an
be a
area like
clue.
this.
Yeah.
What would cause this? I think knowing that is worth the risk potentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we are kind of exhausted. And our health is good, but resources are low.
I'm most.
How are you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Onari has like a visible scar on her face at this point.
Bonar has not noticed.
Onari doesn't notice, but you guys can notice.
You got a burn on half your face. Are you alright? It's unusual. I wouldn't expect a cleric of the light. Or maybe it's more appropriate. We can look at it more later. Just thought you should know.
This is probably divine punishment.
What? What are you talking about? Divine punishments?
I strictly went against my beliefs. I turned away from Fim, and I'm supposed to accept everyone. I did not listen. I did not try to barter, and I failed in my duty to protect.
Kill Vim, right? Like, Vim's trying to kill your god, I'm sure they'll make an exception.
Well, that's not the point. The point is that even if someone is evil or enemy, you can guide them to become an asset that will help the overall picture before taking them out. For instance, removing them now may actually be worse in the long run than working
Happy's
with
gonna
them
start walking.
temporarily to take out the bigger threat.
While we're having this conversation, Happy's going to start walking towards the opposite direction of the masks.
Yeah, I'll go with
Happy, what happens when you pull out those daggers in here?
Let's find out.
Happy just fucking dies like what
I was gonna say, like, playing with fire.
Yeah, she might just fucking die. She's
So
out in
this
charge of it.
this is going to reset your charge back. It doesn't affect the charges when you get burned, but you take 3 points of radiant damage.
Cool.
Is that normal?
Yep, that's how the ability works. You have
No,
a
I
number.
was asking that
Okay.
in character.
Oh, yes, that's fine. Don't worry. I actually
You-
quite like the feel.
It used to do that every time. Now it's more controlled.
If I like cover up the light source for my hammer to like kind of leave Happy a little bit in darkness, anything weird? Any weird interaction between those light shards and this world?
Happy, you feel more motivated than ever.
Feels good, man. All right, guys, let's go.
Motivated?
Start walking.
Yep.
All right. As we're walk, I'll consult my notes a little bit.
Light shards.
Motivated.
Light shards.
Motivated.
At this moment here, you're getting closer to your goal. You don't know how you know this, but you know this.
Motivated.
You stated your goal was to
Blue.
purify all of Shadepool, right?
One of light charts perks up says yes.
Blue and red. Blue and red. What color are the shards?
They are prismatic in nature. They appear like white, but that's just because they have all the colors of the rainbow.
And there's no bias towards one color. They're pretty equal.
Right.
Blue and red both cause that.
Well, think about it this way. The Preacher is literally, and Fim is using this at least as a power source. If we cleanse it, he loses his power source.
So this is taking us towards the heart of Shadepool?
Who knows?
As you guys are walking in this direction, I'm going to need you all to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Is this like
Wow.
what is this, a charm kind of thing?
No, this is a very powerful sort of psychic attack on you that happens immediately.
Okay. I was just asking for interactions with Defender. Let me look up what that does.
I rolled the same thing twice. Like
So
advantage on
is it like a compulsion? Are we being like compelled to this?
Yeah, it's not really compelling. It's just sort of an ambient effect.
Okay.
I don't even. Cal, I'm so sorry. We'll get you
Yeah,
out of there.
I was gonna say like, hey, do we run into like a drow or something?
We're gonna get you out of here, Cal. I promise. Okay. Very interesting. So, the DC was 10. And I think this still affects Defender as well. Defender's made the save, so it doesn't even freaking matter. So, Wielder and Happy, I'm going to need you to make a subsequent Constitution saving throw.
Alright. Come on, I'm good at these. I better roll well.
I basically had to roll like 2 ones to tell that.
Ooh,
Wielder,
23.
you're fine. As you guys are walking towards, you suddenly feel like your entire skin begins to burn away, and it hurts so much, but you cannot give up. And every fiber of your being is telling you that you can get out of it, but you refuse. You will not get out of it. You will not leave this place. Happy? You take 28 radiant damage.
Oh my goodness.
You have not disbelieved this. You also suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
Owns.
This level of exhaustion goes away. You are cured of 1 point of exhaustion.
Wait.
Venari, do you think Happy's acting a little strange?
All of you guys are feeling this. It's just Wielder, you in particular, are able to shrug off the effects, and everyone else realizes that this isn't real.
The damage wasn't real?
Yeah, everything here isn't real. You were able to shrug off the effects of it. Everyone else was able to shrug off the fact that it happened at all. Does that make sense?
We know the damage wasn't real. You thought the damage was real, but shrugged it off. And Happy failed both.
I mean, she's walking kind of with a purpose, and did you hear how she spoke before? It's almost like she's...
Is Happy still unconscious?
That wasn't me. No, I'm not unconscious. I'm still conscious. That wasn't me. That was the light shard that spoke when I said yes.
Is that normal? Has that happened before?
Yeah,
I think so. It happened before.
What is this light shard?
It's a shard of the living light.
And what is that?
It's Happy's new god.
Yeah, but what is that?
Is the living light a god?
Yeah, it's well, I mean, we don't really have gods like you do in the Feywild.
But
is it explicitly like deity level, or is it like a really powerful entity?
I mean, I don't think it can do anything in the prime material plane because of what is that you guys have that they wrote, or the deities can't do anything here. That's about it. It's extra planar, but I think it's really powerful. Yeah, it's just as powerful as any of your gods. Probably more powerful.
Native to the Feywild. Native to the Fey?
Yep. I think so.
Where'd you meet it?
It chose me as a champion.
When?
When we first met.
As you guys are walking, you're walking, discussing these light shards. You get a little bit deeper in, and you all feel this immense sense of sorrow that you're going to leave your friends behind. Do you wish to continue? Yes or no?
Before that happens, would I have enough time to drink a health potion?
We're gonna leave our friends behind,
absolutely.
aka Cal, if we do this.
Yeah, do we get a sense that it means cow?
Despair.
No.
We're feeling despair?
Alright.
It's a strange feeling. It feels almost like regret.
Looking at the ground, has it changed color at all?
It's slightly darker.
Darker?
Yes.
Not gray.
You're Happy, you get another 9 HP.
Ah, thank you.
Everyone, do you wish to continue? Yes or no?
What do the
Yes.
faces look like now? I'm not even going to try to read their emotion. I'm just going to compare it to what they were like before. Are they different?
The faces are panicked.
Panicked. Have you guys noticed that? The faces are...
In the area that we were initially in, were they panicked then as well?
They were afraid. This is more intense.
I have a bad feeling about this. Every time Pog tells me to turn around, I should turn around.
I'm asking you if you wish to continue.
Yeah, you said that right before 5 a.m. too. And right before everything exploded. And
I mean, he said it in situations where we've also like turned out on top as well. So
Can I take out the knife that is mine and just look at it?
Okay.
I don't even know what I'm expecting to see. Is it just a knife?
It begins to rot away as you take it out. Like it's being turned into sort of like a goo and absorbed by Shade Pool.
All right. I'm gonna quickly put that in a pouch, leave it open just enough to kind of let it keep rotting, and then once I'm satisfied with that, I'm gonna close it shut.
Okay. Your knife is now a half-rotted knife.
All right.
anything else we have, Rod?
No, just things that come from Shade Pool.
Good thing I haven't started my fancy clothes yet. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna keep going.
I I'll run some experiments
how
on
much
that later.
time do you think we have? Do we think we have like 10 minutes?
Looking around, do we see anything other than these faces?
No.
Well, our brains got attacked, so maybe taking 10
I mean-
minutes in the brain attack zone is not a good idea.
Well, 1 minute. Could we wait 1 minute?
I think
How
that
long do you
matters.
want to spend in the zone that attacks your brain?
Well,
Yeah,
do you
I
want
think
to
so.
know whether it's a
As we
good
get
idea to
closer.
continue or not?
I think it happens as we get closer. I think we've acclimated to the distance we are from it now.
Do you think it's a brain attack donut, and we're no longer within the brain attack donut?
No, I think we're in it, but we've acclimated. And as we get closer, it gets stronger, and then we get the effects. Actually, hold on. Give me a sec. I want to pull up a cantrip. What might be a good cantrip to have here? Resistance?
Well, I'm just gonna start casting
Light.
augury normally, since everyone's just talking anyways.
Yeah, let's take a second here.
I think we should keep moving. But
We're gonna learn stuff even by staying still.
I mean, if we were all just gonna agree to go forward, okay, and we don't care whether it's a good idea or not, I could just confirm.
No, I'd like you to do what you're gonna do.
Yeah, but last time we hesitated, we also, it was bad.
It's gonna take you
I
a
mean,
minute.
this isn't
Yeah.
necessarily
Yeah.
hesitating. This is just getting information. This is fucking.
I think we can take a minute.
I mean, we're just staying around talking
Also-
anyways.
That's gonna be good because I need to look something up.
Okay, you wait. Are you casting this ritually or just
no, I'm
as
just
a
casting
second?
normally with a spell slot.
All right. 1 minute later, you can cast a spell and determine something within the next 30 minutes.
If we continue going this way, that's the action that we're gonna take.
Okay. Wheel and woe.
Oh, good.
Wheel means probably cows there. Woe means we'll get there's bad enemies. All right, that's my interpretation. I'm walking for it.
Wow, swag.
yeah, I'm also walking
Can I-
forward.
Can you give me
Swag.
30 seconds in real life
Oh.
really quick? I'm sorry, I've
Sure.
got to look through a list of every cantrip.
No worries.
We just go through every single
I'm
cantrip.
already halfway through it. I'm already mostly through it, and I think I know what I'm going to pick.
Cantrip, anti-living light. Or no, anti-dark shade pool red.
Now we were getting low on spells.
Do you
So what were
wish
those saves? Wisdom?
a wisdom? Followed by constitution.
I'll use the all-purpose tool and pick the resistance cantrip,
Okay.
and I'm going to use that on myself.
Very nice.
We walk forward.
Vonari, you have exercised piety.
Feels good.
I guess
Does this push you over the threshold?
no. Like
Not
6?
quite.
Yeah.
Soon.
Am I
All right.
noticing any weird effects within myself or Defender?
Nothing
Again,
in
not-
particular.
Okay. A lot of these questions, I don't even know what I'm looking for. I'm just making observations.
The true scientist.
Yeah.
As
That's what
you
usually
continue,
when doing science, you have a hypothesis for. But
as you continue, the darkness gets stronger.
true darkness.
Is it pushing back on the light?
Yes. Do you wish to
Okay.
continue? Yes or no?
Is it pushing back on my mundane light as well since I got my hooded lantern?
Yes. It's pushing back on all light.
Interesting.
Happy, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. I think we should
What-
continue.
What's the
I'll
living
hold my
light
gun in my
saying?
other hand.
I mean, I'm a little banged up from the fire, but I'm okay. Thanks to this
Here,
Venari.
here, take this. Are you bloodied?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I can
Yeah,
say.
I'm a little hurt, but I'm not bloodied.
I'm gonna hold on to these healing potions.
Yeah, I've got a couple too. So
As you get closer, the darkness is increasing in strength, but the faces are moving faster. They become more panicked and they start to become distorted, as if mangled. Like you can see some of their eyes are stretched too long, and they are getting quicker and quicker and quicker. Do you wish to continue? Yes or no?
Can I look in the direction that they're coming from? Anything?
It's pitch black.
Are there less of them here? Is it thinned out at all?
It's thickened almost.
But they're
Like
running
they're coming
faster
from
away,
this.
and then they slow
Yes.
down the further away they get? There's...
Correct.
So if that's the case, then what we're approaching is a source. If they are getting thicker, what we're approaching is a source. Because if they were running away from something, they'd be gone by now. So
Let's
whatever
blow
we're
it
going
up,
towards,
then.
whatever we're approaching, creates these.
Or emits them, yeah.
Yeah, or it's like a well of souls.
Or it traps them, and it has so many that it can't control every single one, and some are escaping from the periphery.
Only one way to find out.
While we're walking, can I poison, I guess, 3 of my bullets? I'm gonna poison 3 bullets.
Go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh resistance on myself as we're walking. It only lasts a minute.
There's suddenly an incredibly sickening force that pushes up against you, and it's so pitch dark that you can't see anything in front of you, and it gets stronger and stronger even if you stop moving, to the point where you can't see your face in front of you, and like you can't see your hand. If you put your hand in front of you, your friends are gone, and it just gets stronger and stronger until you can't see anything.
What if I use some of that medicine made from the white? I just rub some of that on myself really quick.
If you take it out, it's immediately consumed by this darkness.
All right, that's fine. I only had a few doses of that. Most of the
now's
whites.
a good time for me to try Channel Divinity again.
Okay.
I'll use
Wait,
the
hold
charge
on.
my anger.
Wait on that. Wait on that.
Why?
I think.
I guess if it's not so oppressive, but we literally can't see anything. I'm scared
We've moved from despair into disgust. We are, and based on my research, disgust is the purest emotion of Shade Pool. I think we're approaching like the heart of Shade Pool.
What I'm feeling is that this thing is afraid of us.
How long of walking did it take us to progress?
Time is relative.
Remember, Venari, when we kill this thing, don't use magic. I know you're really fond of Fireball, but that's like the highest.
I think you should go ahead and use magic.
What am I gonna do? Punch it?
Yeah, I'd
well, you can use magic to weaken it. Just don't kill it with magic. That's antithetical.
It's not part of her religion, though.
You say this, but your words quickly become swallowed, and all you can hear is loud, distorted static. And then it snaps, and you find yourself in regular Shade Pool, well, deep Shade Pool, standing in front of the preacher.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I put the lantern down carefully, and put my other hand on my gun.
Prospective vessels, what brings you to see me?
We want Cal back.
Cal, refresh my memory.
Aspect of anger. The one holding it at the moment.
The one that defeated Irene.
Yes.
They are not here.
We've are the aspects allowed to do anything bad to the other aspects?
If they decide. I am no tyrant.
Oh yeah, Fim is the one who set up Jockrub with the Conclave, by the way. He's the one sending all the letters.
He looks at you like curiously, like raises one eyebrow.
Why did you think you wouldn't know that already?
Out of characters because he said he didn't know that already. I'm not gonna say that in character though. I'm not gonna say anything.
I was saying in characters.
And yet, you have not answered my question. Why are you here?
Well, you can infer, I suspect. We're looking for the aspect of rage. Cal. We thought they were here.
Calcivier Makita? House Hagistar?
Competent enough to defeat Irene. Perhaps a better vessel. You seem lost.
You could say that.
Kind of. I mean, we had a direct path that we were following.
When most see the souls brought here, they flee. You approached.
Well, we wanted to. We thought Cal, our friend, was in danger, so we wanted to try to help them. But we see that's not the case.
What are
He
you
pulls
doing
out
here?
this giant book and begins to write in it.
At least
Then
a
he-
good. Oh, sorry. About that.
As he closes the book again, it creates this loud snapping sound, which hurts your ears just to be next to.
Is there any way we can try to see what he wrote by the movement of his pen?
Go ahead, DC 25 perception check.
You got this. I believe in you.
No.
No.
You use a inspiration.
Not good likelihood. 15%.
He's judging us, right? So he probably just wrote something about what I said there.
I am here because this is my spot of refuge.
May I inquire as to the book, its purpose, and what you just written down? If that is not overstepping my boundaries. If not, I have a lot further questions.
To notable people, I write down everything that they do when they are being judged.
I see. So I am being judged?
He nods.
Did I do a good thing as far as this judgment goes? When you wrote down what you wrote down?
I have wrote it down. Your judgment hour has not come. You recall the boy, yes?
Yes.
This is a judgment hour. The clock has not come for you yet.
You said notable people. What made the child notable?
A damn good question. What
He,
made Theodore fucking important enough to get judged?
He gives like a very wry smile.
The ability to survive in Shade Pool.
Oh.
Theodore went to Shady Pool?
Or has the ability to, and he can detect again? Why is exactly that we and Theodore could potentially survive here?
Because we're perspective. We have the ability to be
Well, yes, but
vessels.
why?
He stretches his arms out, and you can see a black halo appears above his head, giving off a purple light.
Because you have been chosen by the gods.
I don't worship a god.
No.
Which gods?
Who knows?
Do you commune with these gods or talk to them?
The gods speak through me.
And he gestures around to like the bubble that appears all around him. You realize like the increasing blackness was not because of like anything native to Shade Pool. It's because of the preacher's aura. It got stronger because he was approaching you.
Well, I can safely say Alex has not talked to you.
He looks at you curiously.
Well, regardless of your misconceptions, I have been chosen to judge What is good and evil? Look around you. Evil is clearly winning. It seems a foregone conclusion.
Out of all of those you've judged, who was the most good?
He looks actually genuinely quite sad for a moment.
Sovereign.
Out of all the people you've judged, who is the most bad?
He points to himself.
Oof.
How tall is the preacher?
How tall is the preacher? Like 10,
Yeah.
12 feet-ish?
How tall is Sovereign?
Sovereign is like 6'8".
Yeah.
If you know you're evil, why don't you change? Why don't you just be good instead?
No, don't say anything to anger.
Or not accept the job of judging everyone.
He had a job.
Yeah, don't
and
you
he
think
was
your
doing
viewpoint
it.
is skewed? You're not a good
Mate.
judge if you're on one of the streams.
Do you blame the fire that kills the family? Do you blame the tornado that destroys the city? I am a force of the plane itself.
So do you have no choice but to judge?
My purpose is greater than any mortal conception of ethics.
That's convenient.
But you were immortal, weren't you? You were just a dude before you became the preacher.
No, I was born into this.
He was born of the darkness. Everyone else was only molded by it.
Well,
I was created by Shadepool itself, modeled by the gods, given form by the strongest of dragons, of the extraplanar beings, the giants. I am a culmination of all that is great.
Okay, I think he's lying to us, and I think he knows it, and I think he's insecure. Can I roll insights to try to confirm any of that?
Go ahead.
Okay. 23.
He is 100% convinced of this.
Oh,
well, good sir, preacher. Thank you for indulging our questions. We must go and save our friend. Time is not on our side. Do you know the best and fastest way to get from here to Fim's workshop or Fim's area of operation?
You'll have to kill him.
we need to kill him to get Cal back, you're saying?
I don't know where Gal is. Why would I?
Because you're in control of all the evil around you?
I am
That's
not
not
in
evil.
control of the evil. I am a conduit through which every person killed in my name is brought here.
And people are being killed at that rate? Like, where are you even finding so many people to kill? There were a lot of faces.
All of the monsters that now walk the street of Slaypool. Every act of violence committed by my aspects. Every war waged to stop them. All of it, every death total, goes here.
How many faces did we see, Park, when we were walking here? Just like ballpark.
Thousands.
He's killing thousands of people per hour.
Wait. So are you saying if someone were to die in Slaypool, they don't end up being judged by what was it? Irula?
That is correct.
They end up here instead.
No wonder the Conclave hates you.
Yes, and yet, do they truly? I am the face of their religion.
How do you tell someone has the potential to be an aspect like Theodore? Is it like you can just see it, or there's something else you do?
I determine to see if they are afflicted at all by the ambient darkness.
So the people that don't wet themselves when you walk by, you're saying?
Everyone in Slaypool has been affected by shade miasma to differing degrees. Those entirely unaffected are immune.
Well, if you have no fastest way to get to Fim and his workshop from here in Shadepool, could you tell us the fastest way out? We really want to just save our friend. We appreciate the chat, though.
He grabs a soul out of nowhere here, rips it out, and then stabs it to create a door.
Oh my goodness.
What
What
did he
is the
stab it
soul
with?
when you do that?
I don't know.
What did he just stab it with?
His fingernail.
Okay.
His fingernail is like the size of a dagger, by the way.
All right.
He has huge hands.
Pog, do I know what happens if someone dies in the Feywild? Do they also get judged by a ruler, or is that just the prime material plane?
If they permanently die in the Feywild, most people in the Feywild just get reincarnated as something else when they die, though. Permadeath is not common in the Fey.
Alright. I'm just wondering if Irulia also judged them, but no,
Why
I
do
guess
you
that
need
makes
all these souls to do your supposed mission of judging everyone? What purpose does it serve?
You have not figured out the purpose of this place yet.
Can we
Venari,
pause? Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead. I'm gonna look something up.
Venari, if I can respectfully say, let's not continue any inquiries with the preacher. I appreciate him indulging us, but we have to save Cal. We do not have time. We know the way back here again. We can
You don't
always
even know
come
where
back.
Cal is.
Well, I mean, we could suspect. We can
In
surmise.
theory, she's in our little pocket part of Shadepool here somewhere, recuperating.
No,
No?
I can tell you, I'm aware of every person that enters this plane.
He said so earlier as well. Before I go, one last question. Are we the only ones that are in this plane right now, since you're aware of everyone who enters?
He is about to open this door to like suck you guys out of Deep Shade Pool, but then pauses for a moment.
I suppose there is also the prisoner.
And then he opens the door and you guys are sucked in.
The prisoner, oh shit. At least we know how to come back here, it's whatever.
That's true, you guys do know how to get back here.
Yep.
Hi everyone, welcome to Slaypool. And by Slaypool, I specifically mean welcome to Annis Park.
Yeah.
Oh, that's... Oh, wait, no, it wasn't Annis
For
Park.
every
actually.
exit's gonna come
Aaron
out
did.
there.
This is the natural portal I knew about.
Ah. Clever. Oh, didn't we run into that or something? I think. Yeah, I can't remember. Okay.
And
And
just like before, you get this same sort of sinking feeling of just something being horribly wrong. Oh, what's Cal's doing on this map? Get out of here, Cal.
Oh, where was Cal?
Don't have any
Where is Cal?
spells to.
I think
find
Fim.
Cal.
I think Fim kidnapped her, man.
Hold on. I have sending. I could try and do a sending to Cal. That would tell us if she's at least
Yeah.
conscious.
Very smart.
Try that.
Yeah.
Got 1/3 of a slot, so alright, what am I gonna say to Cal?
Where are you? What happened?
Cal, we're in a
Are you alive?
We're in a Nice Park. Are you alive? Where are you? meet up at Stonewall. That is the sending out sent.
Why am I the wizard now?
Can Cal respond?
Most Honorable Calcivir Makikta of House Agristar, Niare protects, humbled, patient, fearful. Droll life, stone walls, filthy bread. Trapped, blinded, silenced, neither animals nor identities.
We will relay what she said.
Did anyone write that down? Shit.
Nope.
No.
It was too fast to write down.
I was too busy playing with
But
that.
that is trapped.
Okay.
Very poetic.
I guess only you heard it actually, so it makes sense. You would have to relay it.
What does that mean? What did she say about the stone wall?
There was a mention of Fred and being trapped.
Oh, thank you,
Oh,
Pog.
there you go.
The goat.
Save us from the puzzle.
Nire protects, humbled, patient, fearful, droll lifestyle. So good. Okay.
Filthy bread, trap.
Blinded, silenced, neither animals nor identities. Blinded
So
and
they're in jail. They've been put in jail.
does this also mean they're bound and gagged too?
Maybe Fim has them.
Blinded and silenced, yeah. They're gagged and blindfolded.
Yeah, animals.
Oh
nor
no, they're not gagged because they eat bread. They're magically silenced.
No, yeah, okay. Oh, clever.
And they can't speak to animals. They've tried speaking to animals. And they can't do something else.
Cal, they don't know
Stonewall's-
who has them.
It's literally like she's imprisoned by Fim.
Yeah.
I think that's
Or she doesn't know who has them. That could be what Nor identities
Well,
mean.
why didn't you just answer directly? Why the riddle? That means, could they possibly be listening
25
into that
words.
stuff? Like,
No, I
possible?
don't think it's a riddle. She's trying to put in as much information into this one sending as she can. So that's why it sounds like she's speaking in riddles or a little like cryptic, but in reality she's just trying to relay everything she can. So she doesn't know nor identity, so she doesn't know who's holding her captive.
Yeah,
She
you guys
said-
just don't know about like the noble sending meta.
We don't.
Stone walls and filthy. Stone walls
See-
sounds like Fim's thing.
So the thing is, the nobles are out there texting like they've got like a data limit and they can only send a few texts per month. You guys are using sending like Jester from Critical Role.
Oh,
But
shit.
anyways,
Yeah, in hindsight, I could have given Cal a hell of a lot more information.
yeah, Jester would have filled up those words with just random stuff. So you're even worse than that.
Yeah.
But anyways, everyone, let's take a 10-minute break. Good job not dying to this encounter that I was really worried you were going to die to.
I don't mind dying if it was actually like justifiable. Like it was like, oh yeah, we might save Cal, but there it seemed like suicidal. That was kind of wild. I'll be back.
I feel like there have been so many times where you heard Cal give a sending and it was like, put together.
Before we go, was the map oriented like north to south when we saw the tunnel? So is it basically kind of like in like this ish direction was the tunnel?
Yeah, sure. That sounds about right.
All right, beer back.
Silver shield. Or maybe platinum grimoire. Or maybe it turns. Go get something to eat.
All right.
Wait, how do we rescue Cal now?
Get the finder, which well, we know she's on the material plane. Or at least highly likely. Not in Shade Pool, which is concerning. That's where we expected her to go. I don't have. I'd have to sleep to prepare spells to specifically search for. And even then, the ranges are not fantastic. Locate object on something she has. That's 1,000 feet.
If he has distance spell, then he can be 2,000 feet.
But I don't.
Become a sorcerer.
Yeah, let me just level up right quick and take a class and something I have no charisma in. Yeah, that's way too small of a range without. That get us closer. Clairvoyance only works on like a location. I have to know the location. I like how Cal had something prepared for this. God, I don't have any other like divination spells that would tell me where the person is. Must be like 4th level or something. Yeah, 4th level has straight up divination. So immune. Commune's a 5th level. There's not very many 4th level cleric spells. Where in the world is Cal?
Oh, have we checkedAmishorum? They always said that they want to go toAmishorum.
Not outside of this city.
Yeah, they didn't say that they're in the city.
Well, we can't leave the city, so if they're outside the city, we're fucked. Therefore, it's best to assume that they are in the city. It would just across 1 mile space, I'd have to cast a lot of good objects. 0.18 mile per locate object. But it covers 2,000 feet technically because of the 1,000-foot radius. I could almost do a mile in 2 casts.
I gotta keep it real, I had no idea that you were going to Shade Pool this session. I am very glad that I finished this track. I thought, well, there's no way you're going to Shade Pool anytime soon, so I probably don't even need to do this.
I didn't think we were going to Shade Pool this session. I didn't expect that to work whatsoever.
I wanted to kill all those archer guys.
Yeah, that would have been a TPK. I don't know what I would have done after that. There was really no chance of survival going in that way.
How can find new teammates?
That would have been the end, the 30-session campaign that ends with just the group suicidally jumping in. This one's for Cal, and then you all die.
Wow.
RIP. I'm just kidding. I have a plan for 1 TPK, and that's it. That's
yeah,
it.
plan TPK.
Yeah, I have a TPK plan.
That when we attack the preacher at level 6.
No, that was when you. That would be if you tried to attack the preacher early game. That one I had a plan for.
I mean,
Like
it's not our
in
time
the
to
theater.
judge, so it's easy enough to wave off. You won't kill us.
If you guys had tried to fight the preacher at like level 3, then that was a TPK I'd legitimately planned for.
We got, if we suspected that she's held by the Silver Shield, and or could be with Capri actually, but I kind of doubt it. But they'd get her that
Or
far.
literally anywhere that Fim has access to, which is basically anywhere.
Well, yeah, I'm just thinking the tunnel was going toward Silver Shield, and he operated out of the district.
I told him that thing about Fim because I wanted him to be mad at Fim because Fim lied to the preacher. But I guess that didn't work.
Yeah, the preacher's too unbothered, dude. I think the preacher is going to get caught into like petty stuff like that. Come on, this guy's got a purpose. He's got a purpose.
But either way, if we go to like a few key locations and then I locate object on Cal's little pouch, because there's probably only one of those. It's highly unlikely there's more of them. That would probably at least
Cal's
tell
what?
us. The 20-pound bag of holding pouch.
Pouch? Do you mean the pouch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think of what more like things only Cal would have, or very few people would have.
When you said poached, I thought you were talking about like poached meat that Cal had, and I was very
No,
confused.
like a small bag.
I didn't note what time the break ended, so I'm either early, on time, or late.
It has not ended.
Hey, where's Cal? Let's just say it out of
where's Cal?
character.
Where's Cal?
Let's just say it out of character.
Out of
Let's just all say
character.
it.
Okay,
Count
out
to
of
three.
character.
1, 2, 3.
Somewhere in Slatepool.
I doubt that. I think they're in Hemi-Shorum. They always thought that they wanted to go to Hemi-Shorum.
How would they get to
Not in Hammy
Shore?
Shorm. I can
How
guarantee.
would they get there?
Big
In
catapult.
like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's only been 5 minutes. Ha ha ha.
Big catapult.
Time is relative, don't you know?
Or as we approached the preacher, he acted as kind of a black hole and time dilated, and it's 70 years in the future.
Good, we lost then, because there's no
That
way.
would explain a lot, actually. Like how all these trees got in the middle of Slidepool. Like, this is a giant city. Why are there so many trees here?
It's called the
If it's
park.
been 70 years.
Literally a park.
There's actually a genuine reason why they're there, which is that there are druids that create them using magic. They use the
I
spell
don't know why
plant
they were
growth.
druids.
I love that spell.
Yeah, they use plant growth and they make plants.
We should like talk to the hinterland at some point and say,
Nature has
hey, what do
reclaimed
you
the
know?
earth.
Like, what do you know about this creepy area within your park?
Yeah, they're just gonna tell us.
All right, we're all here, everyone. Welcome back.
Hello. Welcome to the future, everyone.
Mission
Oh,
Find
yes.
Cal failed.
Wait, what? No! No! Did-
Uh,
did-
yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
anyone
Do
have
you
a-
know where Cal is?
I'm like fairly certain she's. I believe. I mean, I can't say this with that much certainty, but I think she's with Fim. Fim probably captured her.
Which is where?
I'll
That
swear.
little tunnel. We probably want to go through
Okay.
that tunnel, right? We
As
probably
they
want
say in France, tunnel.
to now.
Okay, here's the plan then. I'll dress us all up as art patrol, and then we go through the tunnel.
I mean, they're probably not defending it as heavily anymore. Like if we wait
We
a
should
few
probably
hours,
get back
we'll-
there.
Yeah.
and see
Probably a
what's
whole bunch of
going
art
on.
patrol. Well, let me make you disguises first. Is there a cloth shop near here? Anyone know?
I don't like that plan.
I don't mind the disguises actually. It's just
If you expect me
I'm
to
not even-
act, it's not going to go very well.
Yeah.
The art patrol don't talk mainly, so don't talk.
it's only a problem when we run into like another person who speaks and they try to interact with us, I think.
Well, the
Just
thing
follow
is,
their orders
I don't
if they
think
speak.
it's going to happen today.
If we could do like a cursory pass through the sticks,
And stocks?
docks, correct.
Okay. Because you can go pass through the river sticks. I can just drop rocks on you. And you guys can.
No, we won't because our soul will get trapped in fucking
Yeah.
creature land.
Let's
Oh, dang.
let's
Dang.
go over to Stocks and find an inn there.
I don't mind doing the invisibility meme again if you can make me invisible.
Okay.
Not today.
You guys are walking to the Drake Network and then heading to stocks?
Stocks. Yeah.
Stocks.
I just want to do some like cursor. Well, I only have like
Okay.
one.
Well, Stocks is crawling with art patrol. I do think we should do disguises first. It can't hurt. Just
Yeah,
give me like 10 minutes.
can. Yeah, go for it. I definitely can. I'm not
we
against
could-
that idea at all.
We could find an inn somewhere here in Marianne. Before we go, we could camp here. I've never camped in nature.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well,
You
we're
get-
losing time to find and rescue Cal. I don't think we should sleep.
It's not going to
No.
work if we don't.
You
We
want to
can't
get
do it. We will all die.
Well, the idea is we don't fight anyone. We can reconnoiter.
I don't think that can happen. She sounds like she's in a prison. We're gonna have to do a prison break.
Okay, then I'll reconnoiter. I'm not willing to just stop and sleep.
Is there anyone we can ask that can use some kind of spell to search for? Actually, yeah, because sending works, so they can't be in like too shielded
Wait.
of an area.
Wait. Do you know a belonging of hers? You can use that thing you use. You
Locate
used
up.
in,
That's why I wanted to do a cursory pass through.
Conclave and Capri have been
Facts.
systematically imprisoning all the magic users that are
Her
iron level to
badge.
do that.
We could do that with her badge, her Stonewall badge, right?
I mean, the
We were all getting
conclave
badge.
wouldn't because she's already part of the conclave.
Right, the Conclave has been trapping or killing all the wizards who could possibly do something long distance like that.
Have they?
I haven't
Yep.
heard that.
Remember the thing about Xenos being trapped? That's
That's
doing
more
that
like
to
he's
lots
super
of
powerful
people.
and would get in everyone's way.
Yeah,
Don't you need to be super powerful to instantly search a whole city for someone?
No, okay,
not
so
really.
let's do this. I like this idea. We can go to stocks. We're not going to go inside and dive into the hole or anything. Walk above it and use locate object, the spell that Cal mentioned on, not Cal, sorry, the Venari mentioned on Cal's badge, her Stonewall badge.
The badge would be good.
Will that work through if she's underground?
I don't even have the spell prepared.
Yeah.
So I think we're out of luck anyways. Yeah, I
We
don't
should. I think we should rest and then.
if I sleep, then I could prepare stuff.
Yeah. Let's recoup a bit. Isaac, make those disguises and let's actually hit this with our full strength. I don't think we should just go in right now.
Okay, so where are you guys going? Where specifically are you going?
Let's find an inn in Marianne.
Okay.
I could also ask Alex for an idea of if something is a good idea or not.
As you guys are walking through the town of Marianne, you overhear some gossip. Man, I can't believe that they just fixed up that fucking hole. It's been 3 days and there's Arendale's still burning. But they fixed the fucking hole in stocks. I'm sick of this ridge bias bullshit.
3 fucking days.
Yeah.
As Arendelle blew up, they're saying.
No.
They're saying,
Did they say
they're
3
saying
days
they
to fix
filled
the
up.
hole?
Yeah,
Yep.
we've been gone for 3 days.
Yeah, shade pool time just is different.
I'm going a different
think-
direction, so I don't think I heard that.
Okay.
That's tough. 3 days. That's tough.
Deep shade pool.
Fuck. Okay. Well, at least then we. Okay, so Cal was say at least. It's 3 days later we sent the sending. Interesting.
That would mean
uh,
also they could be fucking anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
What if we hadn't gone to the fucking shade pool?
I mean, we
or
would die.
we would have died.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, okay,
yeah.
imagine if we hadn't jumped off and we didn't go to shade pool.
If you guys are able, are capable of climbing up like that, then I think we could have lived. Yeah, for sure. I think the Harmony Patrol that approached us were real Harmony Patrol. I don't think they would have just attacked us. But yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
at the
I'm
very
gonna
least,
make
it'd be
up a
less
disguise.
than 300 of them.
So Isaac,
Yes.
you're heading into stocks. Everyone
I
else
wanna-
is heading.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to like Fim's workshop. I'm gonna before I leave the forest, I'm gonna get like an art patrol with disguise.
Do you think it's a good idea that we let him go? I think we should be sticking together
This is
more.
what he's good at,
All right.
and we are not good at.
Okay.
Also, Isaac is not willing to just go and sleep.
Well, I don't really have a choice if I want to be at all useful.
I can
Okay.
go with Isaac if he wants.
Can I roll deception to determine the quality of my disguise? Or I guess GM roll it, or do I roll
Can we
it?
at least have said you took a sending stone?
GM roll it.
Okay, I'm gonna. I want to pop out in this thing. I'm gonna like pop out a portal and head towards Gerozik's workshop.
Okay, it will take you about like 3 hours to get there, I think, in total.
Okay,
It's a bit of a trek.
about 4
So
miles,
since we
yeah.
split up, Isaac definitely has a sending stone, right? That's why we got the sending stones. Wielder would have said, "Take a sending stone."
Yeah.
So you have one, yeah. Based.
Isaac, do you refuse the sending stone?
I don't refuse a sending stone. I don't know if he like gets to that point because like, oh, we're all going to the inn, and it's like, I'm like, oh, I'm going somewhere else, and like stomps off. But
Yeah,
I can have
That's
a sending
probably-
stone.
When you
Yeah,
decide
that
to
would
split
be-
off, that's it,
At
yeah.
that point, I would say, "Take a sending stone." There's no way Wielder would have let you go without one. That's why we have them.
Okay, I'll take the sending stone if one's offered to me.
Right, you have a sending stone, so you can once.
Wait, how much does that
once-
weigh?
Oh my god.
I don't think it weighs like anything, really, right? Like
It's like a rock, yeah.
It has no listed weight.
yeah, it's no listed weight
No,
item.
well,
It's overpowered.
it's overpowered that it doesn't weigh 1 pound.
It'd be OP if you can use it as many times you want in a day. Then it'd probably be OP.
Well, yeah. They could weigh 100 pounds and it'd still be overpowered.
Yeah.
Okay. When I start heading towards Gerozik's workshop, what do I see around me? Do I start seeing like Harmony Patrol? I assume it's like getting on towards night.
Yeah, the entire place is like crawling with people, and they are mostly just trying to section this area off. You can see, well, you hear it well before you even get there that there's so much construction being done.
Ugh. Okay, I'll keep wandering closer. I'll try to look like I'm on a mission and stand up tall and march and stuff like that.
Okay,
I've got my standard issue pistol.
all right.
Why don't you dress like one of them? The Harmony Patrol.
I have a real uniform.
You do.
I guess that means I have to stop by my house first to grab it. Okay. Like, what do I see as I like walk onto the scene?
The hole's been completely covered up. The entire area is blocked off.
Past couple hours, damn.
It's been 3 days.
I don't think I know that. So I'm like, wow, they covered it up really fast. Can I are any of them going inside like the workshop or inside the hole or anything like that?
No, it's completely covered.
What are the art patrol doing up here? They're just like keeping people away.
They're keeping people away as they're effectively like reinforcing, doing tests structurally. They're cleaning up the debris.
Okay. I'll do patrol through. Are there any human workers, like any actual people that are working on the construction?
Oh yeah, there's like construction people working. Like it's not like this is just being like sectioned off by the art patrol. There's a crater that needed to be filled as it was a danger to everyone, and so they are filling up the crater. They're cleaning up the debris. They're running tests to make sure whatever exploded doesn't explode again, etc. It doesn't seem like malicious, if that makes sense. You know, like it just seems like normal work.
Can I like patrol through and eavesdrop on the workers?
Sure. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay. You got that?
Oh, I just got it. Okay. As you're walking through, there is a discussion right now. People are just kind of walking around talking. You just hear like the discussion from the workers, and you're like eavesdropping. You're like hiding around some rubble here, and they are talking about how they can't get any dates because they smell like shit because of this.
Feels bad.
Are there any parts of it that aren't yet completely covered?
No.
How thick is it covering? Can I like Can I go to a place where there's no people right now and like investigate, like chip at it a bit?
No people? I don't know if there's a place where there's no people. Like this is almost overstaffed. Okay. So this is kind of what we're looking at here. You can see I've kind of hastily put some stuff over where the hole was to just kind of simulate the idea that it's not like a good job right now. Like it's very clearly they're fixing it.
If I step heavily, does it sound hollow or does it sound solid?
It sounds solid and hollow. Like there is definitely a hole beneath you, but it's also like a solid slab of rock.
Shit. So there might not be any way down from here.
That's the idea. Hey boss, what you doing there?
I just kind of like glance at them and continue onwards. The art patrol don't talk, so I'll just continue on my patrol.
Hey boss, man, I'm sick of these new Armory patrolmen. They're dicks. They don't talk to us. They think we're less people, man. Dustin, you seeing this shit? Look, he's just walking on, stomping his boots over the hole, man. Fucking, it's sick. It's sick. You already inspected the hole. It's safe. You don't need to inspect it again, bro. We did that yesterday.
I'll continue onwards out of this thing, back towards the periphery.
Man, I should have got that motherfucker's badge number. All right, what do you do?
I'm gonna find a group of art patrol with no overseer. I'm gonna like stand guard with them for a few hours and see what they do, and see if I can just like figure out any information from like the kind of people they let in or turn away. If anything interesting happens. I can't go the whole night. I'm gonna stay until like 2 a.m.
Hey, give me a luck check.
Okay. 13.
Moderate luck.
13.
Moderate luck. You see someone is walking by who They're very clearly involved with the sea royalty in some way. Like they are Tritons. They're not like the council, though. You've seen the council. You don't know who these people are, but they're very clearly like fish royalty down here. Yes. And you are saying that the prime suspects were those Stonewall the Rising? I don't know if that's the case.
Ah, fuck. Who's he talking to?
He's talking to like a Harmony Patrol. It looks like an elite guard, like definitely better than the other ones. This guy is more animated as well. Clearly not like just a rank and file art patrol soldier or something. This guy's legit.
CHP model. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, why are the fish people talking to a CHP model?
Oh, yes. The fish person doesn't like change the volume of his voice, but the guy's like trying to whisper and he's like looking around like, keep it down, but the fish guy doesn't give a damn. The Triton responds to something that was brought to him with, well, yes, they were seen there. That doesn't necessarily... Yes, they teleported away from this. That is definitely dangerous, but I don't feel comfortable about this. I don't feel... What do you do?
I'm gonna like duck behind some debris and try to follow them.
Okay.
Without being seen.
They investigate a little bit further. Do you want to get like really close?
I need to be close enough to hear what they're saying.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Or I'll GM roll it so that the other players are in more suspense.
Oh no.
Amazing. Okay. You begin to sneak up to them, and as far as you can tell, they are not responding to your presence here.
Uh-huh.
You can now hear what the other guy is saying. Sir, I assure you, they were seen at the scene of the crime, and I have had my own men investigate what was going on. They used a dark magic to escape. This portal... You've been briefed on shade miasma, correct? Yes, I am familiar, but it does not permeate the water. They were using a source of shade miasma to teleport. They are utilizing this disease in some way. This is true. You are telling the truth. If what you say is... And then he smiles and pulls out a strange-looking crystal.
Oh fuck, a Cruzier crystal.
We had taken this memory from one of the soldiers, and don't worry, we have made copies. We'll be sending it to the Sea Royalty. We have proof that they've used it. You there. Status report.
I'll salute and I'll say, perimeter remains clear. No unauthorized entry.
No unauthorized entry, my ass. Who's your commanding officer? I told everyone to leave me and the Duke alone.
Sir, I am a CHP 537 anti-recon model. I have no commanding officer, sir.
Go ahead and give a deception check.
Okay. 21.
Like Savage.
Leave.
Yes, sir. My duties here are miscellaneous support and anti-recon support. I will continue patrolling. Everyone. But I'll look at him when I say miscellaneous. I'll look at the fish guy.
Fish guy doesn't seem to respond, but the elite soldier that you're talking to whispers something, just sort of muttering under his breath. Give me one final perception check. This is a DC 10 to hear part, DC 15 to hear all of it.
7. Lucky
You are
7.
moving away, you don't hear it.
Okay.
You've been ordered to leave. What do you do?
Well, I'll look like I'm moving out to the perimeter, but once I get there, I'll like slip away into the night.
All right.
They're gonna blame us.
I'm gonna pull out the sending stone. I have to figure out. It's 25 words. Do I know it's 25 words?
Yep.
Okay. About to blame us because Shade Pool Portal. Fish people involved. That's 3, 6, 7, 10 words.
You gotta fill out those last 15. Put something interesting
I'm
there.
pretty sure we're about to get fucked, so please leave the inn and hide. Word counter dot net. That's 25 words. Nice. I no scoped it. Okay, I send that to whoever has the other stone, I guess.
Wielder, I guess.
Hey, Wielder, you received this message just as everyone else is about to get to bed.
Isaac just contacted me.
You can send a response if you want. 25 words.
Okay, yeah, that's true. All right, meet us back at hotel in Marianne, and then I'll give an address.
You're giving an address to the Marianne Inn?
Yeah, the inn we're staying in.
I just told you to leave, so that's not helpful.
Well, we're here. Everyone's going to sleep. No one knows we're here.
I can't hear you say that. I'm gonna go back home and just go to sleep in my penthouse where nobody knows I live.
All right.
That for a suspicious amount of people.
No, it's just Milo, I think.
Milo and you idiots. The worst OPSEC mistake I have ever made.
Well, to be fair, Fate could also know.
Oh, Fate probably knows. She knows too much.
Sovereign.
I don't think Milo would welch on me. He said he wouldn't.
Well, I think she can know without Milo saying anything. Did you hear what she knew?
Swag, dude. Swag.
You won't be the most powerful fucking person in charge of the conclave without knowing things.
Before I go to bed, I have to go and tell Sovereign and Saga what I heard.
Okay. So if you're heading to the stone wall there,
can I be Damien? Damien's probably in bed by now, but I'll be in Damien because he's supposed to be there and he's not part of the Rising.
Will I be able to hit the long rest button so I can pick spells?
Yep, you can. But something interesting will happen there. Isaac, on your way to the stone wall, you can see that there is a strange, very well-dressed person outside the door.
Oh, can I help you, sir? I'm one of the interns here. I guess I'm technically off duty, but anything for the stone wall?
Sir? You're calling this person sir?
You said they were well dressed, right? Do I know what they look like?
Yeah, go ahead and describe your character, Ariane.
Oh, Cal's dead. Oh, fuck.
What?
Oh my god.
Well, we know Cal's not dead.
Cal's dead if they have a new character.
Rest in peace. Sorry, someone tapped on my shoulder during a very important moment. Can I get a replay of the last 30 seconds?
Yeah, last 30 seconds is Isaac transformed into Damien. You are waiting outside to meet with Sovereign because you're not going to just talk to like some intern or whatever. You've been waiting outside for a while, and now the intern that you talked with to try to get access into the building is now on the outside.
The intern is... Oh, interesting.
Damien's not in bed. That fucker. He overworks himself. I'll have words with him about working hours.
there's there's this giant figure, like 6'9" at least, with this really bulky thing on over these very like older, sort of well used, I guess, like a single cloak that looks like it's been on them for just months. Massive figure standing there, sort of hulking or really bulky stuff on underneath it, drawn very tightly around. You can probably see under the face of the hood a bit at this point because it's kind of warm today. Their face, though, is, how do you say, shrouded in a glint of metal.
Oh, well, I came up to you and I said, I think what I said was, can I help you? I'm technically off duty. It seems like you're kind of skulking around the place. Do you need anything from the stone wall?
I have a contact inside. I need immediate entrance.
A contact? Do you have their name?
I'm here to speak with a member of House Adristar.
Oh, that'd be that Cal person, right?
They straighten up their back and you hear some like clanking and they say, yes, it is so. Bring me to them.
I love Cal. They're like my favorite member of the Rising. The Rising haven't really been in the past couple of days. I'll talk with Saga and see if he knows where they are. He looks sufficiently important to talk to Cal.
Sovereign kicks open the door like Shrek style. And what in the hell? Y'all, it's fucking 1 a.m. Y'all waking me up. What is it? Who we got here? And you see Damien is on like the other side of Cal. You have not of Cal, of Sovereign. You have like this Spider-Man moment where Damien's looking at Damien.
Yes, you found out the Stonewall secret. We dress up all our interns the same.
Damien just like slides out of sight and like walks away.
He thinks he has a doppelganger now. That's tough.
Oh, hey, Damien, you're pretty damn good at parkour. You just jumped out the window or something, man. How'd you get out here?
Oh,
He,
I
like,
just did
walks
some. I just did some miscellaneous acts of coolness.
You jump off the roof or something? Man, you all right? Your knees fine?
Does not register the miscellaneous thing at all. God.
Don't all members of Stonewall have the ability to perform great feats of agility?
You are vastly overestimating Sovereign's intelligence.
Sovereign, I need to speak with Saga. Is he around?
Sovereign?
Yeah.
King Sovereign. I am Adrian Adristar, at your service, my liege.
It's he's not a real king. It's just a rank in the stone.
No,
wall.
I'm a real king now. Hell yeah, promotion. Woo! Wait, you say Adristar?
It is I.
Hold up.
It is
Adristar.
a true honor to meet you.
That's like Cal Severe, right?
Please, let me inside. We have much to speak of.
Sovereign, before we do that, I really do have quite urgent news for you and Saga.
All right.
Please, it's urgent that I get inside the stone wall.
Hold on, the news is urgent too. Which one's more urgent? That we get inside or the news?
I suggest that I be let inside and you speak in a different room.
Okay,
yeah,
you go
Adrian,
inside and then you tell me the news.
Yeah, Adrian can wait in our waiting room, and then Sovereign, we can go inside too. Is Saga in his office?
No, Saga is currently with the USSR. Apparently,
Oh,
there's some trouble going on, and apparently we are in hot water. So he's going underwater. Hey, you guys you know the Rising. You know them. They're famous around here. Apparently, they blew a hole in some workshop or something.
yes, my news is about that, Sovereign. It wasn't the Rising. It was It was Fim, one of the vessels. Apparently, we're not going to have private space, so I'll just tell you this. The Fim has concocted a plan to blame us. He's collected memories from some of the soldiers nearby.
Well,
Of
hold
us
on, hold
escaping in
on,
this-
hold on, Damien. I appreciate your candor, and I know that they do treat you as like one of the group and everything, but you're not actually in the Rising. Like, you might be an unofficial member or like in the fan club
Oh
or
my
whatever.
god, Sovereign, let us go to another room, okay?
Okay, but I'm just saying that's what Calcivere's sister was saying, and he was like, "It's urgent and all that. You should have listened to her the first time."
Okay, I'm gonna physically pull him into another room.
All right, he goes into the room where it's actually getting cleaned up at this point. The stone wall is getting actual funds, so things are getting a little bit nicer here.
Okay,
And
I'll shift back to Isaac because he clearly is not capable of understanding the miscellaneous thing.
oh, holy goddamn, man. That makes way more sense. I was like, why is there two of you and then you like jumped off a roof? And it's like, I know that there's them
Yeah, that's why I
echo
said
knights.
that's
I
why I
thought
said
it's like,
miscellaneous.
right, oh my god. I'm sorry, I feel like a real dunderhead right now.
Okay, so they're going to blame us. They have some memories from the soldiers of us escaping the shade pool. Fim set up his laboratory to blow when we went after him. But it wasn't
Yeah,
us that set off that explosion, it was Fim.
yeah, Salgo thought as much. Not that it was like Fim or anything, just that you was getting blamed. He thought that you went after someone too high in power or whatever, and that's like a power grab or something. He tells me that nobles do this kind of thing all the time. Speaking of nobles, it's an honor to be in your presence. I'm not actually a king, though. I'm just a good fighter.
Wait, I thought you got pulled into another room.
Yeah, the room that you're in.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I was attempting to go to a room where they're not in.
Well, he would drag you into the room wherever Jensen. There's
Oh.
no convincing Sovereign at this point, unfortunately.
Okay, I guess I already did all that stuff.
Yeah. I did say explicitly, like, he takes you into the room where Ariane is.
Oh, I see. Okay, back in character. The pleasure is all mine, Sovereign King.
Okay, well, is Saga gonna be able to get this off us? I don't know where the rest of the group are. I told them to hide, but
You're awfully neurotic, aren't you? Don't worry, Saga's the best at this kind of thing. He worked in subterfuge and what's it called? Espionage. He did a bit of that.
Sovereign, if the rest of us become wanted by the fish royalty, this is going to become very difficult.
Yeah, it's fine. We got a big bargaining chip. He points two thumbs to himself.
And Cal is missing. I'm sorry, Adrian.
Cal
There's
is
no way to...
missing?
They were in the building when it exploded.
They were. What do you mean they were in the building when it exploded?
Well, there was the first explosion. Fim set off something alchemical in his workshop. We all got out, but there was a
You
mech
weren't
inside.
with them?
Yes, Cal's my teammate. We
So you were
There was-
with them.
yeah.
Well,
So-
then why did you get out?
I was unconscious. I got dragged out and then revived outside. The first explosion went off, but there was a mech inside that was trying to shoot us. Cal went in to save the pilots, and the building exploded again. We know they're not dead, but we think they're in prison.
Well, what sort of a prison?
It's hard to say. They said it was stone walls, bad bread, and that's about it.
Hey, that's us. We're the Stonewall. Maybe
No,
Cal's
it's
here. Hold on, let
it's
me look around.
Sovereign.
Sovereign's actually genuinely looking for Cal.
They're not
Like
here,
under
Sovereign.
cushions?
Yeah, he's like lifting up furniture.
They mean actual stone walls, Sovereign, not the concept of our house. We tried to go down into the ruins to look for them, but dozens of archers came out. Venari murdered some of them, but we had to escape, and the only way we could escape was through Shade Pool. That's how they're going to try to nail us now. Oh, can I examine Adrienne? Do they seem sick at all? Also, how did they get into the city? Because I'm pretty sure all of Cal's relatives live in Hamishoram.
Ariane is putting their fingers together and like tapping them and thinking. The fingers
Ariane?
are also metal. Ariane.
Do you know how you got out? Do you remember this? No.
Wait.
Your family has access to a private airship, right?
Yeah.
So you just paradropped into the city.
Oh my God. I thought Cal's family was all out of the city. How long ago did you get here?
I have been in Slaypool for not very long. I tried to reach out in advance. Were you not aware?
Cal kept their family stuff to themselves. Do you feel
I
sick at all?
see.
That's the important thing. Do you feel any sicker since you dropped in?
Any sicker? Any illness? Oh, there is a disease going around, is there not?
There's not a disease going around. The disease affects literally everybody except for very few. Cal was one of those unaffected. I'm wondering if it's family-based, perhaps. What is your relationship to Cal?
I am a member of House Adristar, but in Hamishoram, many noble families are only partially composed of those blood-related. I myself was adopted into the House Adristar.
Right. So, I guess you have a better than half chance of being affected by this. You said you do feel sick or don't feel sick?
Pog, do I feel sick? Do I make a roll?
Nope.
The people around here probably don't realize it. It set on slowly, but imagine someone who's new to the city would notice.
Indeed, I feel that there's some confusion that I might have as a result of how I got here and the process of finding this place. But I don't feel ill, simply stressed.
So if you're here to find Cal, I'm afraid that, well, we're just as in the dark as you are.
I see. I was expecting to wait until I found them before I was able to update anyone. Now I shall have to understand. Well, it seems important that I provide my aid to whoever is to rescue. Are you certain that they're alive?
We sent a sending to them and they responded. It's my understanding that sendings don't go to other people if the target's dead. But I'm not a wizard.
I see. Yes, it's the case. It's difficult to intercept a sending by any means.
If I could do it, I wouldn't have to wear this damn necklace.
Listen, I appreciate that you want to find Cal, but the Rising is a group of elites and soldiers and people with big guns. And we're fighting some very angry people. I don't really want another noble's deaths on my hand.
More nobles have died in this pursuit?
Well, I meant mostly Cal. I don't know if we're going to be rescued or not, but are you sure you can handle this?
You just give up. You think Isaac just thinks Cal's
You
dead?
know for a fact that Cal's alive, or at least responding to messages.
We-
I am aware of that.
We know they were alive last night when we sent the sending.
No, it's still the same day. We haven't.
Oh,
They
it's
have not
alive.
actually
4
progressed.
It's been like
This
4
morning.
hours.
The implication is that they're going to die pretty soon. I'm aware of all these things that you're saying. The implication is that they're probably going to die soon. Because they have no reason to keep them alive. They're just looking for another person to shove rage into before they kill Cal.
Well, we're back at square one with no aspects.
No. We'll save Cal. Don't worry about it. We'll save Cal. I'm not worried.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'd hate to be like the guy that does this because usually Saga's the one that does it, and he does it a lot better. But you know, he is right whenever he says it. You should always sleep on these things and discuss it the next morning.
That's the thing, Sovereign. Do you have anywhere safe for the team to stay? I mean, I can stay in my apartment, but the rest of them.
Yeah,
if the
right
fish royalty
here.
turns, will this place be able to hold if the fish royalty comes to arrest them?
I'm motherfucking sovereign. Of course it will hold.
You're willing to take that step for us? Isaac
Yeah.
is like actually confused.
Of course I would. Why wouldn't I?
Oh,
Well, it is the royalty. It is a fellow king.
the fish people control Slaypool. They live underwater, except when they come out, apparently to deliver heavy-handed judgment. You'd think, because given that they just gave us like 3,000 gold like a couple weeks ago, they'd be cool with this.
I mean, nothing's been decided yet. That's why we sent Saga, so that we have someone to, talk on your behalf. I've
At
been
least
told.
you have a member of the devout among your royalty.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, what? Am I devout? What am I devout about?
Oh, I mean, if they live underwater, then they must be a responsible worshipper of Neare, and they cross themselves the equivalent of a water flowing.
Is Niara part of the conclave?
Yeah, Nere is one of the 3 main figures in the conclave, actually.
Probably the most popular one to worship, yeah.
Most
I don't think
popular.
the fish people really care about anything but their standard of living in their fishy palace.
So casually racist, though. All the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think they care about what is it? There's these underwater farms that they care about a lot. They get really mad whenever something disrupts them.
Right, like the tsunami from the Drake network.
Yeah, that one. Oh, they were mad at that one. That's partially why we was able to get you that big raise.
Well, Adrian, I'm afraid you got yourself in quite a pickle. I mean, the city is not healthy right now. Arendelle blew up twice. Stocks almost blew up. The Drake network has been exploding. Basically, a whole lot of explosions. Capcree is attempting to take over the city. The Conclave is taking over the city. There's a massive illness which you're apparently immune to, which will make you a target for the preacher, who no one has been able to go after without dying. So I would recommend hiding.
Sovereign,
unless you really think you can take that on.
Sovereign steps forward and just gives you a big hug. Hey, come on now. It's gonna be all right.
Isaac is definitely squirming. He's not all right with that.
You're gonna be okay.
Sovereign, please, you're disrupting my cool.
No, I'm disrupting you having a panic attack and scaring this fine noble lady who called me a king.
Sovereign,
What
you know
is-
that's a symbolic title, right?
What is the Drake network? Is it how dragons talk to each other?
It's public transit. We have big tunnels, and then drakes carry people between them stations.
Out of character, this 3-way conversation between Ariane just curious about how the city works, Sovereign just trying to calm everyone down, and Isaac freaking out is extremely amusing.
Adrienne recoils at the idea of public anything.
Okay, I need to.
Physically.
Oh, Adrian, are you a wizardess? Wizardess?
Adrienne puts their fists back under their cloak, stands up and throws it back, revealing a full suit of plate armor and an
hell yeah.
extremely large great axe.
Let's go!
I've heard something about wild barbarian. Can you send a sending? Because we have to tell them to come here and hide.
Well, I'm certain that we can talk to whoever Calcivir spoke to when they were responsible for giving sending to me.
Right,
Yeah.
do you know who that is?
Oh, certainly if we get some sort of newspaper, nobles posting for... Do you have news?
I'm sure there's newspapers. I don't really... We're in Sri Sharab. We're not in the Ivory District. There's not a whole lot of nobles here.
Oh, how urgent is this sending? I was thinking that you wanted it within the next few days. Certainly it took me several hours for me to be allowed inside this building.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a deep sleeper. I apologize for that one.
Damien's just doing his job. Don't blame him. I mean,
Yeah, and
we
like
don't
you
let
could have,
randoms in here.
you could have just talked to Damien. Like you didn't have to speak to me directly.
They cross their arms and nonetheless, I am just trying to help. If you need your own manner of sending, then so be it.
Hey, I mean, if you got sending stones, the next morning they're going to come up, right? So it's not that big of a deal. Just a few more hours.
They'll be killed in their sleep. They're in Marianne right now. Or I told them to leave, so they might be elsewhere.
Nah, they're the Rising. They're not going to fall that easily.
I mean, Cal kind of did. Alright, well, I'm gonna go home, Sovereign, and I'll find out in the morning if we're all going to be killed by Sea Royalty or not.
Yeah, just kind of like shakes his head.
Adrian, I'd recommend finding an apartment in the Ivory District. Oh.
Goodbye, Craig.
Adrian,
No,
I'd recommend
apartment.
finding an apartment in the Ivory District and just trying not to die until the Conclave is gone.
Why do you recommend the Ivory District? And why an apartment?
Seems like it would suit you. I mean, well, apartments is what we do in the Ivory District. The land is far too expensive, even for people
Their
of
family
means.
has a fucking estate in the city. Why would you stay in an
No, they
apartment?
don't. Cal is borrowing that estate from another family.
Do not worry, I have my own place of rest.
Okay.
No one will
well,
find me.
Hey, if you want to stay here, you can. You know, Ariane. It's nice over here. We got well, we don't really have a lot of anything, but we're getting money now, so hopefully we're gonna fix that. I don't know.
If we get Cal back without them dying, I'll let you know. Okay,
All right.
Isaac's gonna dip now. His guns, so.
Ariane is gonna hang out with Sovereign probably and try to like get as much information about the Rising and exploits and if the stuff that Cal has sent has been actually real and that sort of thing. Or if it's been embellished, that sort of thing.
I don't think it's been embellished that much, right?
No, it's been very terse. It's been only through sendings, and I think they only talked to Adrian once or twice. So the stuff that they understood was actually probably understated.
All right, so he would tell you as such, but the problem is when Sovereign tells it, he embellishes it now.
This would be a good spot to roll insight.
Yeah, I think so. All right, we've got a tie. Let's begin the roll-off. 13. No, okay, you win. You get the sense that he is definitely like embellishing these stories, but he's telling like the truth. It's like, yeah, and then 100 guys came out, and the group of them funneled them in like a checkpoint, and you're like, no, there weren't 100 guys there.
100? Where would they have all fit?
It's like he's mostly telling the truth. He's just like making everything seem harder than it is.
Yeah, like they weren't using the minion rules, or however you would say that in universe.
And the Rat King was the size of the Platinum Grimoire's building.
Yeah, the Rat King was like ripping towers out of the ground and throwing them, and they had to like hide and like duck and weave.
To be fair, he never actually saw that, so.
Yeah, that's also part of it. Like he's embellishing it because he thinks better of the group, but he also like doesn't know what actually happened there. So it's not like fully like he's lying on purpose. Like it's 50% on purpose, and then 50% is just he's going based off what he heard.
Yeah, we're kind of a big deal.
But anyways, you get the sense that this guy is like partially like blubbing the truth.
Yeah. Otherwise, Adrian is going to be like, you want to arm wrestle? And then probably lose the arm wrestle.
Oh, yeah.
And then be like, Yeah, but I can still contribute.
He's just like nodding along. Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? You're looking for Cal? Why not go help them find Cal? That seems like the best way to do it, right?
So you'll
Because,
support me when you speak to Saga.
Yeah, sure, why not? I support everyone. I'm an equal opportunity man.
They nod their head vigorously, and I appreciate that you trust all of your subjects equally.
Well, anyways, I'm just gonna go to sleep like immediately because I got woken up in the middle of the night. So I'll see you, I guess like 2 p.m. or whatever. That's usually when I get up.
From their standing, they do like a traditional bow of respect that completely passes over Sovereign. Probably like finishes up after Sovereign is already turning around to go back to bed.
He doesn't even make it up to his room. He just finds like a nearby table and then uses the tablecloth as a blanket and then goes to sleep on the table.
Adrienne will go back to their hidey hole.
Very nice. Next morning comes along. No one is killed in their sleep.
Woohoo!
Mm-hmm.
All right,
But you are arrested in your sleep, not.
that's true. Rising team. What do you guys do? You're in this hotel room. I guess you paid like 3 silver or something like this for the room. It's pretty cheap.
Would Wielder tell us about the sending from last night?
Yeah, I told you before we were going to go, but I didn't mention anything about leaving because I didn't think it was necessary.
I'll pay you 3 silver for the night.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, is that for everyone or individually?
I assumed we just piled into this one room.
All right, I marked off 3 silver already. If you want to take yours back.
All right.
We could all pay a silver apiece too if you guys want. It's fine.
We're arguing over silver.
It's silver.
No, he wants to pay for it, he can pay for it.
No, I'll pay it. I'm just kidding. Like fighting over the bill at a restaurant.
We need to regroup back at Stonewall.
Yeah. I mean, if he didn't come here last night, he's probably at the stone wall.
And...
But we should probably be a bit careful about that. You know what? I probably should have done this before.
We need to fill in Sovereign and Saga on everything that happened. So they can at least clear us, if possible, or at least give them as much evidence to work with.
Can you use the sending stone to tell Isaac we're going to the stone wall?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Spent the night at Marianne on our way to the stone wall now. That's
Any
all
response, Isaac?
I'm muted. Oh my goodness. I'll send back the no word from USSR. Sovereign will protect us in Stonewall if it comes to that.
All right. See what I've got prepared. I might want to start preparing Blur if we're going to start fighting hordes of stuff.
Might happen. Who knows?
I don't know if I want to keep invisibility. That was just for that one mission idea I had. So I'm going to get rid of that.
I should have casted Fog Cloud.
Get rid of that and pick up... Yeah, I'll take Blur. I'll take some Blur.
I want to try another sending to Cal.
Big Cal in the chat.
This is what I'm going to say.
Let me read it.
Need information where you are. How did you survive? We were stuck in Shade Pool. Got out. 3 days passed. We'll look for you.
Oh, shit. Okay. I know. Woke up cold, no approach. No beasts, merely vermin. Rested, wearing only rags. Blinded before meals. You should learn proper sending. Future luck.
Rats.
Had to just throw that in there.
Perfect.
Yeah, they definitely sounds like they're in a dungeon.
100%
Or,
captured in a prison somewhere.
Yeah.
And they're being very careful about not revealing information. Good to know.
Or maybe they don't know where they are. They said blindfolded before their meals. They don't know
Yeah,
who's
that's what I mean.
captured them
their
or where
captors
they are.
are hiding any information from.
Yeah. Oh, you meant okay. I thought you were worried about the sending being intercepted.
No.
Yeah, I was wondering why you didn't mention that.
All right, you guys headed back to the stone wall.
What to prepare?
Bone ball, as I like to call
I'm
it.
gonna stop by the church on the way, just to make sure things aren't falling apart. I do have the 2 hirees working, so.
What route do we take now? We have to go the long way. We have to go like boop, boop.
Well,
boop,
it's probably faster to go through this.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's a lot more direct.
Yeah.
They're at the first 2 Drake points when we like arrive at a station. I want to try and cast locate object on. Can I do specifically Cal's badge, or would it just gonna be any Stonewall badge if I did that?
You could do her halberd. Oh, but that wouldn't lead us to her because it doesn't sound like
Locate
she's
a
got anything
specific
on her.
object known to me, so I do know her badge, so I should work. I think.
It's, yeah, but I will bring up whatever it is. It's going to lead us to where her stuff is stored, which will most likely be nearby, but it's not going to be.
I don't expect
directly
it to actually find anything around the 2 big points, but it's they're hubs, so it's a good idea that if someone happens to be passing through with her shit or whatever, then there's that tiny chance.
She said there's vermin around and that she's rested, and maybe she's saying
could be
that
in the
she's
sewers.
sending. Could be. It could also be that she's,
And
I don't know, sending messages with animals. You know, maybe we should be on the lookout for any kind of unusual rat activity.
the entry to the sewers was not that far from one of these.
No, I mean, we could stop off on the way and take a peek. Last I checked a couple months ago, and they had moved out, but who knows?
Alright, so Pod, we'll do the first one. So is there...
I mean, it could... I mean, just
Where
from
is
the
it
proximity...
originating from?
Well, we're on the Drake Network. I'm going to do it right when we're at the Drake Network station here in Nepris.
Lasts
So
for 10 minutes.
So, what's the radius?
1,000 feet, so not very far, but it's more of like a pure chance luck thing.
You guys make me use the Imperial system. I'm pissed.
Or it's at 0.18 miles.
Oh yeah. You would find nothing in that case.
Okay. When we get to this station, I'm going to do it again as well. So for 10 minutes, however long 10 minutes is between these, I'm basically seeing if I find her.
Okay. You don't, but what you do find on the way there is that there is a bronze gauntlet person on the Drake here who notices you, and they kind of like walk up to you. Hey, you're Venari with the Horizon, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Okay. Shit, man. We're sorry about what happened to you, and we know that's not you. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't do that. You know.
If you mean the explosion, no, we did not create that explosion. We are unfortunate victims of it. It was a trap.
Yeah. Oh, we knew that, of course. We knew
if
that.
If we could make explosions that big, I think our job would probably be easier.
So, we got Wemley talking. Wemley's talking. So is Saga. We're going to get you off them charges. I promise.
We're actually headed back to try and help clear things up as well. We were...
Alright.
detained for a while.
Hey. Stay safe out there.
You too. Yeah, I know you're doing a good job keeping the place safe.
This like half Cyclops guy nods. Got one eye, but he's not like a full Cyclops.
If you happen to see Calcivir, let us know, please.
Looks like a male Leela.
Or if you happen to know of anyone that recently captured any recent prisoners, let us know.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I got you.
Thanks. Alright, we go to Stonewall.
We gotta kill the shit out of Finn. I'm gonna go to Stonewall too.
Wonder... You know what, I'm gonna use my 3rd second level slot, and when we're going past the Bronze Gauntlet, because it looks like it passes like right over it, or under it.
Sorry, what are you doing?
I'm doing locate object again as we go past the Bronze Gauntlet on the Drake Network.
On the Bronze Gauntlet, no, you wouldn't find it.
Okay. I mean, she's probably kept way underground, so it wouldn't, but you never know.
It's still, you're checking a huge area. So it's still
That was a
worth
radius
it.
for 10 minutes as we ride along the Drake Network, yeah.
It's a great usage of the spell.
Pretty much like sure that she's not at least on the surface level of
Yeah,
this part
so the benefit here is knowing that she's not there as well.
Yeah.
Just narrowing things down. Because what if they were stupid enough to just had her in a fucking cell in the Bronze Gauntlet? Because if it was like somewhere deep underground, why would they worry about what she can see or can't see during meals?
Yeah, that's a good point. The thing, though, with the Bronze Gauntlet is I feel like a lot of people like her there. So, like, if they found her, they would, like, break her out or something.
But I know I just took them up with the Capri, so allegiances can sway.
True.
And if someone were to, like, take her prisoner under the guise of they're keeping her prisoner, but they really actually are protecting her in the same case. And it's on the way. Whatever.
I've got no reason to suspect them, but
it's better. It's just in case. Yeah.
It's on the way. I have no reason not to.
The castle of Upper Crown probably has a dungeon.
Probably.
You know, I've got zero reason to suspect it. I'm just saying.
Did you check the Silver Shield? That's probably worth checking.
No, because we haven't gone by there.
Fair.
That was the original idea, but
yeah, we make it to the stone wall.
Okay. So everyone is heading to the stone wall?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what Ariane would do, and I feel like Ariane would just go back to the stone wall again in the morning.
Okay, we'll reconvene here in 10 minutes. We'll take another break, and then we'll finish off this exciting session of you guys almost dying. And then becoming friends with the preacher.
Is Cal functionally dead?
Becoming friends with the preacher. We've had one amicable.
We're probably not going to find her anytime soon, so she needs someone to play.
What cordial.
And if we don't find her in time, she's probably actually dead. Alright, I gotta go to the bathroom, so be right back.
Adrian was definitely expecting people in the room to be more impressed with their shiny armor.
There should be people wearing armor.
We're unfortunate enough to get Isaac.
Wielder probably appreciates it, but
Wielder doesn't. Or sorry, not Wielder. Isaac doesn't want discount Cal. They want regular Cal. They don't want like
discount. Wow.
You don't have to be so rude to them.
There's like a crappy noble who's probably never fought anything in their life and wears armor for show, and they're not Cal.
She's like 6 foot. She's like 6'9". She doesn't need to fight in her life, bro. I'm scared.
Isaac is sympathetic that this noble wants Cal back, but Isaac also wants Cal back and doesn't have time to deal with discount Cal.
Discount Cal is...
Well,
no.
I mean, they've got reason to help us. I mean, that should be enough to be like, hey, want to group up? We have the same goal.
Well, I asked them if they were okay with like fighting things explode everything, and they're like, eh. So it's like you should hide.
Say that to her face, Isaac. Do what you want. Call her discount. Do what you want.
Discount cow.
Here's a limited edition flavor at Taco Bell. Baja Blast Cow.
Baja Blast
That
cow.
would make her the best cow.
You're great for a little while, but I don't want to go to Taco Bell all the time just to have a little bit of cow. I want to have, like, regular cow.
A steady stream of cow.
Baja Blast is great. I live like a tenth of a mile from a Taco Bell, and sometimes I'll just go there for Baja Blast.
Taco Bell is the closest food place to my house.
Wait, which house?
The Ohio one.
House Address Star.
Oh.
House address store, baby.
Yeah, there's a Taco Bell somewhere in the Ivory District.
I don't think Address Star is in Ohio. Wait, is House Address Star in Ohio? Is that where Hamashorn is?
That probably is where Hamishorn is inside of Ohio.
I return. And I
You
don't
sure?
think Ohio exists here.
Well,
That's a
another
curious
thing
belief.
It is a curious belief.
I mean, I
I
do
see
know
no
that-
evidence
Get a
of an
drink,
Ohio
Fairback.
existing
Alright.
in Bustan.
So
Just-
what I was noticing as we were getting closer, what I was thinking, is when I say it now that I've got some time, as we were getting closer to the preacher,
ooh, I got a box.
which I in a way we were right, he was the source of it. We were good into the source, and it just happened to be him. Yeah, my notes for going from like white to black. White was relief, which we never felt. We started with like like we didn't really have an emotion wash over us that we had to save against. But then we went to despair, where we were like, and then as we got closer, it got to disgust. I don't know what that is, but it just, because white is relief, gray is despair, black is disgust.
Well,
It's also interesting that he said that he was created from Shade Pool, because we also know that Shade Pool was originally going to be used to capture the creature.
I think it was used to capture the gods, like, right?
Well, we know
that was
explicitly that he's wrong.
That is originally
Yes.
that's the original purpose of Shade Pool, was to capture the gods. But then it was also going to be used later to capture the preacher.
Well, we explicitly know that he's wrong about that because the progenitors made the preacher, not Jade Pool. So the preacher's dumb.
Generator just means the person
It's
or
not,
people
it's not
that
flat out
came
wrong.
before.
Probably
Like-
it's probably
kind of a meaningless
not
term.
all there, because the Shade Pool was meant to capture. Was it the gods and created by the progenitors?
The blanket. It's a pillow.
Because, if the progenitors created Shade Pool and the Shade Pool created the preacher, then,
I want to know what
transit
the fuck
property.
he's using it specifically for. It's like leaking all over the goddamn place, but what is his goal to use all those souls for?
Well, yeah, what's he using it for?
I know what the original purpose of the Shade Pool is for. I don't know what the purpose of it is now.
I need a cup. Where's a cup?
Shade pool, baby.
Other than, like, I don't see the connection between leaking the miasma everywhere and then he's judging the people that can become aspects. Cause
I think the thing about the miasma
Hand
leaking
back.
everywhere is that
Yeah,
it
it's-
creates more Shade Pool. Like, Shade Pool creates Shade Pool, so if it leaks out into Slay Pool, it converts people into Shade Pool material, so that Shade Pool may grow.
So
Are you guys
it's,
at the stone wall yet? Like, are you having this conversation in a place where I can talk?
We're talking out of character.
Yeah,
it's still
like,
break.
we're on
It's
break
still
still.
break. It's still break for
Oh.
like 4 more minutes.
Okay.
What's it called? Do we know that it's just people that die to like the miasma disease thing, or is it
I'm gonna
anyone
watch this
that
off
dies?
full space chant
It's,
thing for 1 minute.
people who die. I wrote it down. It's people who who are killed in the preacher's name are brought to Shade Pool.
Damn, that's tough. And that's thousands of them? What the fuck? That hour or whatever that we were there?
Hi, everyone.
They could just be
So-
looping for all the fuck we know.
Yeah.
So,
Hello, dog.
Hi. So, just sort of a clarification, as there was some confusion here from what the preacher was saying. It's not everyone killed in his name, right? It's also the acts of the other aspects.
Yeah.
So, for instance,
Right.
if Fim starts a fight and you guys kill people, then those people go to Shade Pool as well.
Oh my goodness. So we should probably just non-lethal everything we can.
There's a lot of fucking people. Still,
Yeah.
thousands of people. Well, it's not per hour.
Keep
because
in
we're there
mind-
for 3 days.
Keep in mind, yeah, the time is dilated, but then you also have like the people dying of shade miasma. You've got like all the fights happening throughout the city, through all these power struggles that are happening. Keep in mind, the aspects are involved in like everything secretly.
So
I
essentially,
don't think a city of like a couple million can sustain having thousands of deaths
We should get that-
fast. Yeah.
We should get that Kier out ASAP.
Are they
Maybe I
new
should leave
deaths? Who knows?
Maybe I'm going to leave a copy of a report with.
Might not be
Sakura.
1-to-1 either. They might be fragments.
well, like,
So one
do,
soul might make 1,000 of those fucking things.
do like animals and pests and stuff? Do they have souls in Bustan?
Reincarnate
knows?
does them, so I assume so, right?
So that probably contributes to it, right? Because there's like parks and shit. There's like the water bodies where people
Well,
probably fish.
but they wouldn't have faces then if they were fish.
Well, it's only showing us specifically from us because we're the one perceiving it, I think.
Yeah.
Which is why it was
So you're saying that
history
you're unable
charisma
to
because it's
perceive
our
fish?
history that we're looking.
I mean, I think I don't know. Happy personally doesn't have any qualms with the fact that they're being sent to Shade Pool. I know that's bad, but like she's not really a worshiper or anything. It's not like the.
Well, I mean,
absolute-
their souls are being trapped there in agonizing state.
Yeah, they're
for
using the
all
power up.
eternity.
Yeah, it's bad. It's something that should be stopped. But...
You just said you had no problem with it.
Well, no, I said like I'm not exactly really a worshiper. Like this isn't like my number one priority or anything.
Yeah, it's not like a heresy to Happy.
Yeah.
I don't think it is to really anyone other than maybe Cal. It's awful, and their souls should continue on to some other form, not be used as a battery.
That or like end, yeah, it shouldn't just.
So, everyone, I think we're all here. I can end the break early.
Yeah.
All right.
Rack.
I had to call for a break because something was rendering and it was not rendering anytime quickly.
Oh
But
shit.
it has finished rendering earlier than I expected.
Uh-oh.
That typically means a map or a song.
It's the new
Probably
boss.
song. Dungeon Draft renders like
Or a
Our new
3D
boss fight's
movie.
a new boss fight's a 3D
Oh yeah, it's a
model.
new
Yeah,
PG anime.
I was considering doing that, but we don't have official art, so
I was rendering the next season of Berserk.
We're also
no, it wouldn't take that long to render that.
Yeah. I meant the whole season. That's why it only took you like 5 minutes.
If any Berserk animators are watching this, we're sorry, but
It's
also
true.
do
You
better.
deserve it.
Do better.
I think you can do better than just move the
Hire
model
some
up and down.
hire some actual 3D animators instead of just kind of like dragging and dropping.
They're the same
a
people
walk
that did
cycle.
the
Clank.
Spider anime CGI.
They did so much better in the like. I'm
not
so
really
glad for their growth. Well, they did so much better at the beginning.
Yeah.
At the end, it kind of fell off.
Wait, they did Solama Spider,
Oh,
so what?
I don't remember
Yeah.
if they also did the Overlord CGI, which also was horrendous.
But anyways,
It's-
we're all back. Let's stop talking about animation.
Just get it.
When you get to the outside of the stone wall, there is a bit of a curious case going on where the door has been frozen shut.
At the stone wall?
Covered in ice.
Always something.
Can I climb to an upper level?
Sure,
Yeah,
you
for
can
winter?
see like windows and such are also frozen shut.
Wait, didn't you
Ah,
the whole
stay there?
structure?
Didn't you stay there, Isaac, or no?
Nope,
Oh, I
Isaac
did.
chose
Yeah,
not
Isaac-
to.
Oh,
The chimney. They can't cover the chimney or else everyone died of smoke inhalation.
How thick does ice look?
I hit the ice on the door with my hammer.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. It's pretty thick.
Is this part of the season? Like, does this make sense?
It's cold, but it's not that cold. Listen, I live in Winnipeg. It doesn't get that cold here. It doesn't get this cold.
There has to be water to actually freeze to do that.
You can I've seen doors get frosted over.
Hi, Ariane. Welcome.
Oh.
You get there as well, Ariane.
Yeah, I was wondering if I got there before, after, or
I think you
entered
get there.
Do you have
initiative.
art for your
You probably
character?
walk up to see me hit the door with a hammer.
I do have art for my character. I can send it to you now.
Cool. Then swap
I'm
I'm
your-
gonna shout through the chimney. Is the chimney iced over?
On we lost someone.
The chimney is not iced over, but when you start getting up, you can see that there is a very tall person with lanky arms wearing a preacher mask standing up with his cloak billowing in the path. Just dramatically off. He's like
Tall person.
standing down. He's on the
Lanky
roof
arm.
and he's looking down.
In a preacher mask. Okay, can I sneak
That's
up behind him and push him off the roof?
You can't. He is like looking at you.
Oh,
Lanky,
Okay.
lanky.
Can I try to while he's looking at? Oh, we can't see that, right? We can't see.
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
that's
What
correct.
happens
There's
when I hit the door? Does the ice break? Or
it chips.
crack?
It chips. You're damaging it.
Can I help Wielder and also make an attack and stuff?
Okay. The person on top looks at you here. Hello. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Leo grabs his leg and pulls.
Okay. He just begins to fly up into the air then. You are now
Yeah,
dangling.
I'm going with. Yeah, fuck this guy. I'm climbing with him.
Oh no.
How tall is this guy?
How tall is he? He's like about 6 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Excuse me.
I'll just climb up him. Hey, you're attacking our base of operations? You knave?
No, if I was attacking, then I would have leveled it. I am freezing it to give you an opportunity to chat.
You must
And-
be Quayer then, or Ein.
He gently floats down to the ground. Hello, everyone. I am Ain.
Greetings, Ein. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I don't believe I am familiar with you.
Do we recognize the voice?
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Can I
do
have
recognize
advantage
the voice.
if I say who I think it is? Because of the voice and
Yes.
the description. What's his name? The chess guy.
No.
Okay,
no,
go
no,
ahead and
it's
roll
just
with
guy.
advantage.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
I'm
is
a
that
new arrival, I
actually?
believe. I'm a new
I
arrival. I
suspected
believe
he was
our
a fucking...
intentions are aligned.
I first suspected with the link, and then when I heard the voice, I was like, "This is him." This is to confirm it, probably, but I'm gonna assume 5.
It's so familiar. Like, you feel this in your heart.
I'm gonna assume because I've made the connection. That's who I'm assuming it is. I don't have any confirmation, but
Who are you assuming it is? Sorry, I think I missed that.
it was the.
I don't think
the
anyone
weird-
but Venari knows him.
the chess guy.
No, because I introduced the chess guy to Wheeler, so he does know.
Yeah, we met him at the
Hey, Brian.
church.
Yeah, he was like some freak, like weird race, super intelligent. It really
Really good
does
at
make
chess.
sense for him to be this. Yeah.
Dragon chess.
You do realize you are our enemy, correct?
Perhaps, although the nature of what it means to be an enemy is variable depending on the context. In this situation, I come to you as a friend.
If you're a friend, bear news on Cal.
Then I have good news for you. Calcivir has been taken to the Mercury Mortar.
The Mercury Mortar.
Where is that?
For what purpose? Why is she being held prisoner there?
It's in
They are
northern East-
attempting to extract her aspect, a method that I find unconscionably cowardly. I have always had my disagreements with Fim, but this has taken it a step too far. Our job as aspects is to fight each other, so that we can prove whose ideology is the strongest. To trap someone in a cage until they lose all hope for life and willingly give up on what they believe. Pathetic.
Then you'll help us storm the mortar and free Cal?
Cal
No.
possesses an aspect.
Of course I won't. Did you not listen to what I was saying?
You just said that you don't like Fim and that you'd like to fight him.
The goal of the aspects are to fight each other to prove whose ideology is the strongest, and of course, mine is the strongest. With that said, if I were to assist you, then I wouldn't be allowing you to prove your own. Unacceptable. It would make me weaker than Fim.
Where
make
has
us weaker than
Fim
Fim?
run off to hide now?
I don't know. Probably in the area as well.
Well then, thank you for the information. We must act with haste.
Why did you...
How did you come by
freeze
this
our
information? If you're enemies.
I have my ways, and I shan't be revealing them. After all, a magician never reveals his tricks.
Pray tell, what's your aspect?
Mine is the strongest aspect of all, of course.
I mean, like, one is an aspect of anger. What's your aspect?
I am the aspect of denial. I can turn anything that I see into nothing. You couldn't hit me if you tried.
Shall
Wait, I
try?
did hit you. I did climb onto you.
Yes, I allowed you to do so.
May I try to hit you?
Go ahead. And he
Nice.
stands completely still.
I'm gonna try to hit him with my light short.
He turns this into a natural 1. You miss.
May I try again?
I don't
Oh,
think you can keep doing
He's got
that.
portents. Maybe.
I would rather you not.
So it's limited. You can only do it a few times.
Yes, but how many is not for you to know.
I see.
What happens to
And-
the people inside?
They're completely unharmed, of course. My goal was only to have a conversation and advise you. Had you continued further, you would have likely continued to look for objects that you could find, unaware that they were being held in a secure location filled with explosives to finish the job.
The
Uh-huh.
Mercury mortar, they managed to extract Cal from the rubble, I suspect.
Now, what was
Yes.
the second explosion?
I don't know, I wasn't there.
Do you know if the Mercury mortar is directly working with Garosik, your close friend, Thim? And rival?
Of course they would. He
Is
is a
this ex-
genius. They are a meritocracy. They will accept anyone who brings them brilliant ideas.
The only
Is
G-
this
or-
extraction process well tested? Has this happened before? How long does this take? How long do we have?
I don't know. It has been tried before. It is how we got our beloved Irene, after all.
Through the super soldier program.
You realize Irene's dead.
Not.
What? She's dead.
Irene is dead? A shame.
Ariane has no idea, and so they make this gesture of like peace on their soul.
It is a risk that we all take. Understand that this city is the site of a battleground, and there can only be one winner, and it will be me.
Say, how much free will do you have? Are you able to act of your own?
Of course. Don't listen to what Fim says. He has... How do I put it? He's weak, and he thinks his own failure is proof no one can succeed.
Well, I hope you enjoy rotting in prison.
Prison? For what?
When we beat you in the future.
Oh, I do love your spunk and optimism.
Even-
It is-
You must recognize, even when we fail, we succeed in ways.
Jockrub may have gotten the better of us in our interaction, but we wiped out his entire force in Arendelle. Fim may have tricked us and bombed us, but we've completely destroyed his workshop.
Yes, I love it. Continue to struggle, little ones. Grow strong. Let your resistance be the seeds of chaos. Let the blood fertilize the ground so that the souls may return to Shadepool.
This guy's
Return?
weird. Happy's walking away.
To Shade Pool?
It is the source of everything, and it will be the end. When you become an aspect, you will start to understand, bit by bit, what your role in this world is.
I think you misunderstand. Fim, or Ein, whatever your name is. These people are stronger than you. They won't fall when they take an aspect. They'll simply move on and make the world better, like they have been the whole time. That's why I joined them. That's why I became a contractor.
Adrian gets really worried when they say something about falling and taking an aspect, and Cal has the aspect.
Speak of falling. Falling, like what? Like our personality will change? I'm afraid that is not true of any of us. We are who we are. I, of course, am unchanged by my taking of the aspect.
Well, you did split Irene into... Like, you removed her hope?
Yes, I thought it would be a fun way of resolving those issues she had. The qualms with what she had to do. The desire for a better world. It gets in the way. You
So-
cannot desire a better world while being afraid to destroy the one that's there.
Is that what you believe? Is that what you're doing all this for? To burn it all down and rebuild it?
I deny this world, this society, this configuration of laws that guide us. I am Ein, aspect of denial. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. And he teleports away.
What was that about changing and removing all hope and extracting when you take the aspect?
There's a lot to explain.
You're lucky it's before 2 p.m. where what's-his-face wakes up.
And as he disappears, the ice that he was concentrating on begins to melt.
Also, I don't think that we've been introduced, and they first peer up at the giant Warforged.
Right. This is
I'm Wielder, and I hold out my hand. I can kind of look you in the eye because I'm hunched over.
Cal's sister came to find them for some reason. I didn't really get into that. They have plate armor, so maybe they can come with us, but they are noble, so maybe they can't.
Is that your criteria to
Alright.
have armor?
If you're Cal's sister, then yeah, we do have a lot to explain. How long have
Pleased
you
to make
been
your
around?
acquaintance.
Likewise. How long have you been in Slaypool?
For some brief period now, I arrived perhaps a few weeks ago.
Did you get in before the borders closed?
I think that it's more of a progressive process of
So,
closing
so
borders.
if you're related to Cal, of course they can smuggle you in.
Smuggling? Nothing of the sort. And you
Right.
can't see
Can I
their face,
translate
it's
that?
behind a grate of steel.
You know what? I'm just gonna choose to not believe that. Totally fucking smuggled you in.
Have you thought about what I said, Adrian? Are you willing to die for Cal? Because that's where we're going right now.
Who said anything about dying? We're gonna go get Cal.
Right.
Hmm.
As always, we risk our lives every day we work as the Rising.
I
Yeah,
have been
you're
chosen
truly
by the
right.
god Niare as their champion. Of course,
She's
any
held with
pursuit that
Mercury
I...
Mortar. We actually have a decent chance.
Yeah. Mercury Lord.
They're
I
just
know
they're
you're
just
really
captured.
into
Yeah, it's just Cap.
they're really into the array, but while we walk, can I tell you about Elise? You sound like the smiting kind of person. I just want to make sure that you don't smite anyone with magic while we go to the
It's-
Mercury Mortar.
It's part of his religion is that he can't kill people with magic.
What is Isaac dressed up as? Is Isaac presently a he?
Yeah, I'm currently
okay.
currently Leonine. And given that I'm like introducing people to you, you can probably assume that I'm the same changeling.
Oh yeah, I did see that you're a changeling. Cal hasn't spoken to me much of the specifics of their comrades. I look forward to further introduction. But yes, it is my right, and so I claim it. I shall help you find Calcivir.
Okay, well, let's go. I'm not
We
leaving
should
Cal in
get
prison
going.
any moment longer than I have to.
Maybe if
Hey.
we talk to Percy, we can negotiate her release.
As
can all-
you guys head in,
Offer here.
as you guys head out here, the camera shifts over and we see
Can we-
Calcivir in a cell.
Can we check on the people in the Stonewall first before we leave?
No. Well, you can check up on them, but not before the end of this session because Cal is in prison.
I am in prison. It's very cold here.
And Cal, you hear metal on stone heading towards you.
Metal on stone. Is it like hollow in the middle? Is it like fleshy? Is it just like bricks of metal?
Like bricks of metal. Steady footsteps descending down to where you're at.
I feebly get up and press up against the wall near the entrance.
You do so as best you can. You are chained by hands and arms, of course.
Speak to me. I demand my rights.
Fim steps out, and he is not even hiding himself at this point. Hello.
Hello, Fim. A pleasure to speak to you face to face.
Yes, well, we had to make sure that you were sufficiently weakened.
Weakened, is it? This is what you call weak? And I like flex at the chains. I am stronger than ever, Fim.
He looks up at you in surprise. Well, perhaps it is that you aren't completely broken yet, but that's fine. I'm willing to discuss this with you. Your future in this world.
So be it.
Yeah.
Speak to me of your imagination.
It is very clear to me right now that you have taken Irene's aspect. Tell me, what is your testament?
And this demand that you make of me for information, this which you seek, why do you value it? How do you value it? What shall I get in return? Please, let us sit and talk.
You will retain the use of your limbs.
Yeah.
He takes out a sledgehammer. Should you value your kneecaps, you will listen and obey.
I obey only one figure of authority.
Then I take it as a show of disobedience.
Not for its own sake, but
How
for the purpose
severe.
of a higher path.
I'm sorry that I have to do this to you. And he repeatedly hits your kneecap with the sledgehammer until it breaks.
Is he inside my my room?
Yes.
Do I make some sort of a resolve check, or just like decide that I'm not saying nothing, not screaming or anything?
If you'd like to leave this up to a dice roll, then you can give yourself a Constitution saving throw.
I don't have this character sheet open. I'm gonna say that they just like roll at 19. They're like super resolute. They've been preparing for some sort of dumb interrogation.
Okay, you got a +2 to your cons on Calcivir. So you're going to go ahead and say that you're not going to give in? That's fine. Ooh, very good.
I told you. I told you.
I can't believe you've done this. He is completely shocked at how you're able to just grit your teeth and survive this torture. So as of right now, you are missing a leg, and we'll resolve this at some point in the future, should you ever get to play Calcivir again. Calcivir, let me explain what I've been doing up until now. In the past 3 days, I've been using every contact that I have to take the name of the Rising and turn it into mud. Your friends will be tried for the crimes of what you've done to my workshop, and truly, what you have done. I didn't want to do this. You made me do this.
Your influence matters little, I'm... Fim. Aspect. You monster! None can besmirch my name.
I am a monster until I get my happy ending.
You.
I am the testament of chains. I will have this entire world under my grasp, one way or another. And he releases his control of the aspect. Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please. I believe you have a -1 to this.
I also believe that.
Come on, critical. Damn.
Amazing.
I could use some inspiration on this. I feel like that's probably important. Do my character sheets have separate inspirations?
They would, yes.
Okay. It was destined.
Very nice.
Dude, I can't give them inspiration. Advantage.
At this point here, no. Calcivir, you begin uncontrollably crying. Like, there's just this overwhelming sense of despair that just permeates your entire body. And then this begins coloring how you think about everything as well. You are not the resolute and strong person that you were just a few seconds ago, because now in this incredibly depressed state, you're seeing Fim as this unstoppable monster who is going to ruin your friends' lives.
How could you? They don't deserve... This is impossible.
I gave you an opportunity. A chance. You could have worked with me. I had a future in mind for you. I consider myself an oracle. I saw a future where the 4 of you remained aspects, that you worked under me and I became the new preacher, that I colored Shade Pool blue and took over the world using its power. I really wanted to work with you, you know. And he puts a hand on your shoulder and quickly, like you can see, out of his power suit, he creates like a jet of flame and quickly severs your leg. Left or right? Which one?
Let's go with left.
He severs your left leg and cauterizes the wound.
Is it cut off above the knee?
Just a little bit above the knee, yeah.
Jesus.
I'm going to take this as collateral. Using this, I can have you resurrected. Death is not an escape.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Just like curled up, sobbing, but not screaming.
Calcivir, I'll be back in 2 weeks. You will have no conversation with anyone. In 2 weeks, you will beg me for a word to be spoken to you. And he grabs your legs and starts tapping it against his shoulder as he locks up the cell and walks his way out.
You shall beg. One day, you shall beg.
And that is where we'll end the session.
I thought Finn was one of the good ones. Oh my goodness.
God,
One of the good
no.
aspects.
Good ones. There are no good ones.
Yo, what the fuck?
Remember, Irene said, I don't think Fim's any good.
The man's just he'll permanently keep resurrecting you and torturing you
I
until
mean, on plus side, that costs him like 1,000 gold every time he does it.
Oh yeah, he's gonna run
It's
out
being
of money.
funded by Capri. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably like whatever to them. Oh my goodness.
I wish Cal had signed that Demon Pact. I don't think it would have done anything since they were chained up, but still.
It's fine.
All right.
Are
I
you,
get to
are
make
you a
Cal
paladin or are you a
leg.
fighter?
Adrian is
He's
a
cast
fighter.
sorcery.
Fighter, okay. I assumed fighter.
Damn. All right.
Oh, I thought Paladin because he said nothing about Nire.
Well, they all worship Nire from that thing. They're like,
That's why I'm proselytizing to you because like I really don't want you to divine smite anyone to death.
All right, everyone, thank you for coming by to join. We'll see you next week. I'd also like to thank Forgotten Adventures for the assets used, especially in that crater map. Very nice.
Yeah, it looked good.
based.
All right, see you guys next Saturday.
Is
Have a good
Cal
one.
permanently not helpful anymore?
Who knows? There are magic prosthetics in Slave
Yeah.
Pool. It's not permanent limb loss or anything.
Yeah,
but
they don't even take attunement anymore, actually.
They do have a new character.
That's just in
Because
case. That's just in
otherwise
case we
he's
don't
not gonna
manage.
play.
They
The
need
new
someone to
character-
play there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Or
two.
what
It's,
are we gonna
yeah.
not let her play?
Well, it's two. It's for two reasons, right? Just so
Them.
Cal
Okay.
Rain isn't bored, which is good. But also, in case Cal does die, there's a character, I guess.
Also because there was somebody very convenient coming into Slay Pool anyway.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was. You did mention this before. Yeah.
Discount Cal.
If you ever say that to Ariane in real life, she will punch you in the
Rude
face.
to people.
I mean,
She's
she'll ask you a question, that's for sure. Very forcefully.
6'9" buff muscle girl. You don't want to say anything.
All right. Well, good work, everyone. Let's pray for Cal. Hashtag pray for Cal. Let's get this trending on Twitter.
Yeah, it
Is-
just takes
is
a few
Adrian an
thousand
orc, by the way?
tweets to get trending.
Is Adrian an orc?
Adrian,
Yeah.
Who knows? You got a helmet on.
there's a helmet.
Oh, because I was looking at the art that Matt posted. I don't know how he got art for you.
That
No,
was
I
it.
think Cal sent it to Matt. Yeah.
Just so I could update the overlay. Hopefully I didn't just spoil everything.
Adrian.
We're good
Send
enough
Rob.
to not, ruin that information anyways.
All right, good session, everyone. See you
So
next week.
I'm is Dozan Gesht.
Mine is a punk.
Yes, guy.
Most likely. As soon as I
Sorry,
heard the-
Cal. I didn't want you to die. Oh, I said save the mech guy. I thought you could save the mech guy, not lose your character.